All right, we are live. Hey guys, what's up? How's it going? Um, all right, okay, it is live. Yeah, I'm fashionably late. I'm 30 minutes late. I had some technical issues. This is the laptop that I use for YouTube and like my Let's Plays and all that stuff. For some reason, it's not working. So I had to hassle my brother to lend me back the laptop. I have two laptops. One of them is that one, and then the other one I let him use. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm doing a live stream. I need my laptop back. I'll give it back to you when I'm done all that stuff. But welcome to my return live stream. This is the second live stream that I've ever done. The last one I did was about last year. It was like a Q&A thing. But this one is for my inaugural return to YouTube. It's been 3.5 months since I reviewed anime or manga or was even consistent on YouTube. So this was a way of me coming back, a more personal and formal way for you guys. I have a second link open here where I see you guys in the chat. We have IMC 100, Brizzle 1897, and Ann De Silva. It was awesome. Thank you guys all for showing up and being able to make it. That's pretty sick. Thank you very much for the support. And so yeah, this live stream is just going to be talking about my hiatus, what I've been up to for the past few months. So there's no time constraints. I don't have to worry about the video being too long. You guys can come in, stay as long as you want, leave whenever. I just thank you guys for the support and just actually showing up. That really means a lot to me. So first and foremost, I just wanted to show you guys like basically a layout and all the stuff that I've that's changed over the course of my last video. Probably in the back, you guys can probably see a few different things that you have there. I have that giant keyblade over there. I'm really big into Kingdom Hearts, and my friend Zach got me that for Christmas actually, but it didn't get here until like mid-January. So the Kingdom Keyblade, that was pretty awesome. As you guys can see, I have a ton of figures. I got into figures now. Like now I actually look online and look on like anime stores and stuff like that for figures. There's a few figures here. I'm actually probably going to get up and show you guys a few things that I've gotten in the past, because I feel like it's been so long. It's like, oh my gosh, you guys weren't here for this, because naturally I would do like an unboxing for it, because I do unboxings for my Ruby videos, for my Ruby content I meant. And now it's just to the point where like a lot of this stuff I wanted to show you guys, but I was on a hiatus. I wasn't really making content. So now I actually can. So actually I'm going to do that. The first thing I want to show you guys are these two figures that I've actually had for a long time. These were the first figures that I had before I started doing unboxings on my channel. This is from the Naruto series. I got the Naruto and Sasuke figures, and these are actually from the Naruto Shippuden, the Ultimate Ninja Storm 3 video game. I got the collector's edition of it way back when. I think it was like 2 years ago. I got these, but I wasn't big into collecting and I wasn't big into figures. These were the only figures I had, and I didn't want to just have loaned figures just sitting in my room. So they stayed in the boxes for about 2 years, and I opened them during my hiatus because, as you guys know, I watch Ruby and I collect the merchandise and the figures for them. You guys can see the boxes over there that I collect, and then on the back you can see the figures that I have. I have Ruby, Weiss, Blake, Yang, and then Jean. Nora is out. She came out in she came out April 1st, which was April Fool's Day. So she came out. I want to pick her up. But the fact that I started collecting more figures led me to opening these. These are actually pretty awesome. The figures are actually over there, so I actually should have just grabbed the figures instead of showing you the boxes. That would have been a lot smarter on my part. So I just want to show you guys these. This is probably going to be a little bit of a me session right now, just to inform you guys of all the stuff that's happened, what stuff that I've gotten, stuff that I wanted to show you guys. So you got Sasuke here and Naruto, both pre-Shippuden, Shippuden era time skip. They both are two-piece sets. It's just the figure itself and then the stand. Sasuke has his sword. He's got the sheath in the back. He has the detailed Mangekyo Sharingan. You probably won't be able to see it because my camera can't like focus that well. Granted, this camera is a lot better, and the live stream quality is a lot better than I thought it was going to be, because ever since I got my new camera, the quality overall has just been a lot better. So first of all, I'm going to be dipping in and out, back and forth into the chat, just so I know that you guys are out and about. All right, say it's an L. Yo, what's up, Quentin? Thanks for showing up, man. Togashi status with that hiatus. Yeah, I know, dude. Literally, that's what I've been telling everybody. I've been like, dude, I pulled the Togashi. I just, out of nowhere, just stopped reviewing and stopped being on YouTube. Loss of audio? Nope. Refreshing time. Oh, okay. I don't really know about the quality, if it's dipping or anything. Just let me know. I have the live stream up on a second tab, so I'll just be checking it periodically, making sure that everything's consistent. But yeah, so I got the Naruto. This was the Naruto one that I have here. Has a really good gloss, really good finish. It's not as detailed as other Naruto and Sasuke figures, but it was pretty awesome to be included in a collector's edition. I ended up getting both of these figures, the game, a soundtrack, and a poster, so that was pretty sick. That was pretty legit. Also, and this is going to be really awesome for any of you guys, I want to show you guys a Christmas gift that I actually got. And it's actually in my wallet, which is pretty sick. I actually put this in my wallet. I took out my driver's license for this, which is kind of funny. So my friend Mason went out of his way and got me something that was really awesome, really cool from Japan. It was a USB. However, I think their USBs are different from ours because the format is completely different, but I don't want to tarnish or anything. But this is what he got me. And at first it looks like a credit card or whatever, or like a swipe card or whatever, but it's actually a Hunter x Hunter license that he got me. And I was so stoked. The second I saw this, I was like, I'm a hunter. I'm gassed. I'm just gonna go and just do hunter stuff, go to like freaking Greed Island and all that other stuff. I thought this was the coolest thing that I've ever gotten as like a gift in terms of something that I genuinely love. Like a lot of people, I think I'm honestly known on my channel for my Hunter x Hunter reviews and live reactions and stuff. That's where the masses of my subscribers come from. And this was just incredible. And this just made me miss the series even more. I'm rewatching it right now, actually. But this was actually pretty cool that I got for a Christmas gift. I wanted to do a Christmas unboxing because I got a lot of pretty awesome gifts from my friends and all that stuff. So from there, like I got a bunch of figures and stuff. I don't know if you guys know, it's probably like widespread by now, but the Amiibo thing with Nintendo. Oh man, dude. During my hiatus, I developed an addiction of some sorts to Amiibos, and it kind of got out of hand at some degree. Hold on, let me see these comments real quick. Yo, dude. Oh, shoot. What's up, Dan? Thanks for making it, dude. That was my own it was my own product. Okay. Oh, my gosh, dude. Thank you guys so much for showing up. So, yeah, like I said, in the back corner right there, I don't know if you guys can see it, but those are all my Amiibos. I have about 16 or 17 of them. And I promise you guys, at first it was a means to an end. Like at first I was planning on just getting a few of them because I mean, I resonated with a few characters, and I looked at it more in the sense of Smash because I've been playing Smash Bros. Since it came out on the N64. And I played the N64, I played Brawl, I played Melee, I played the Brawl mod Project M, and I have Smash right now on the Wii U. My brothers are actually playing it in the other room. But it was pretty, like, it was just crazy how after, like, at first I just wanted to represent, I wanted an Amiibo for every character that I made in Smash. So I got Fox because I mained him in the original Smash Bros. This was actually, I honestly, if I remember accurately, this was the only character that I used until Melee came out, and then I went back and I started playing as other characters. But Fox was the main Amiibo that I used in Smash 64, and this one was actually really hard to get. I've never seen this one in the store. This is one of the really rare ones, and at this point, a lot of the rare ones are like Nintendo isn't really able to supply at the demand rate of consumers. And I actually managed to get this by joining an Amiibo Facebook group. And they, in turn, they post whenever certain Amiibos are up or anything. And I managed to get this at Toys R Us on their website at retail price. So that was pretty sick. And then for the Melee Amiibo, I got Marth. This is the Marth from Fire Emblem. He was my favorite. He was my favorite fighter in Melee. And this was the only one that I spent a little bit more than I should have. I spent $30 on this Amiibo. These Amiibos run at $11.99. And I had to get him from Japan. Never seen this one in stores either. And he's like one of the extremely rare ones, like the Fire Emblem one, stuff like that. The Brawl Amiibo I would have if it wasn't so goddamn rare. Pit, for any of you guys know from Kid Icarus Uprise, Kid Icarus, the Kid Icarus series, he's like $60-something. I wasn't able to get him. And then for Project M and the new Smash, Sheik is my main for that. I actually discovered Sheik from the competitive scene. There was like this really high tier player that was using her, and up until that point, like, I went back and played her in Melee, and she's like a lord in Melee, but I never played as her just because she was too fast for me. And then playing Project M, the mod for Brawl, they were a lot faster, so I was able to compensate. I was able to like work my way up to that speed level with her. But those are just 3 amiibos. The back over there, I have so many more. I have Diddy Kong, Donkey Kong, Luigi, Kirby, Bowser, Mega Man, Samus, Zelda, Mario, which Mario was the first amiibo I got. That one was actually a Christmas gift from my friend Aaron. And Pikachu, Toon Link, and Sonic, and Peach, if I didn't say Peach already. But yeah, so an amiibo addiction that I had was really bad, but it's died down now, especially after Wave 4 came out. Amiibos at this point are ridiculous because you can't even go to the store and just walk in and grab one. You have to literally pre-order them, and then on top of that, Nintendo isn't really on the demand of pre-orders and yada yada and blah 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 and all that stuff. But that's just one thing I wanted to let you guys know. I've been buying a lot more figures, and you know, I've showed you guys a few things that I got for Christmas and all that, so that's pretty cool. So let's see, Dan, what's up? Glad I made it. That's why I was saying and then it became a craving. Do you have Mewtwo for Smash? Yeah, I do. I got one of these now. Hold on, let me switch my camera. I got one of these now. A 3DS XL. Technically, I don't have it. I don't own it. My friend Jacob, he bought this on a whim one day, and then he turned out like he didn't want it, and there was no one that was willing to sell it to him. So he just basically gave it to me to use as long as I want. And the game that I'm playing right now is Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance. I actually bought this game for myself. I was like, I have the opportunity to play Dream Drop. It's the last Kingdom Hearts that I haven't played yet. So at that point, I was like, screw it, I might as well do it, play the game. And I managed a friend of mine, but that was just a little something off topic. But yeah, I got Mewtwo. I didn't get the 3DS version because, like I said, this was just recent. I don't have a 3DS. But a friend of mine gave me his 3DS code because he wasn't getting the Wii U version. And then I got the Wii U version, and I signed up for both of those on Club Nintendo, and I got Mewtwo 2 days ago. So he has most of the same movesets as he did in Melee. Obviously, that's where he comes from. But he's a lot slower. He doesn't feel the same. And Melee obviously was more of a technical masterpiece in a sense for how it's played competitively versus Smash now on the Wii U, which is it's more open and it's more diverse for newcomers and for professional players, and everyone basically is on equal playing terms. So Mewtwo, I never really played as Mewtwo. My brother was more hyped with Mewtwo. The last 2 reveals, Mewtwo and Lucas, were 2 characters that my brother was infatuated with in Melee and in Brawl and Project M as well. And then I'm gonna get Lucas for him because I have the Wii, because I own the Wii U and I have Smash. So I'm probably gonna get all the DLC characters because honestly, who wouldn't want to play as any character? But he was more hyped than I was. But I was pretty stoked that that Nintendo managed to bring Mewtwo back. So he's pretty awesome to use. Damn, I want Marth. Yeah, Marth is so fucking difficult to get. Like I said, I had to spend like 30 some. I had to spend $35, close to $40 with shipping just to pick him up. And at that point, I was like, I'm never doing that again. I'm not getting an Amiibo by those means, especially when I'm pretty sure this is all a publicity stunt. I'm pretty sure that Nintendo is just, luring fans into getting so addicted and so hyped over these Amiibos that, they're just going to throw their money at the screen and hope something happens, or they're going to go out and pre-order every Amiibo, and they think that these Amiibos are going to be worth something someday. And Nintendo's just chilling on their freaking, on their cash cow right now with these Amiibos. And then you got the Splatoon Amiibos coming out. You have Splatoon Amiibos just got announced, which those honestly are kind of cool. I'm semi interested in Splatoon, but it doesn't have voice chat, and I feel like that's kind of lame. Some of my friends were planning on getting it, but we might not now. I'm honestly looking forward to the new Legend of Zelda, but that got pushed back until next year. Star Fox is another pretty awesome game. Haven't really played a real Star Fox since the N64, but yeah, Amiibos are crazy. Like I said, they're coming out with the Splatoon ones. They have the Yoshi's Woolly World Amiibo. They just have a new line of Mario Party Amiibo, which I don't really care for those. The only ones I care about are the Smash Bros. One. But then when it comes to Smash, it's like certain ones that I desperately want, or the really popular ones, are either scalped and sold for higher prices, or I don't have enough, or Nintendo isn't supplying enough to meet pre-order demands, or whatever. So I'm just hoping for the best in terms of, this hype level, this insanity of Amiibos dies down to where they start coming out regularly, that I'm able to get some for myself. So let's see. Lucky Martha's rare AF. I only have two. I only have Link Amiibo. Yeah, like I just mentioned, Link. I mean, fucking Martha's ridiculous. I saw Moth when I got smashed, but I opted for Link. Dude, I never thought Amiibos would be this big. That's the big thing. Like, I never thought. Like, that's one of the reasons why I didn't pre-order. Like, when they first announced that Amiibos were coming and Amiibos were going to be a thing, I was like, okay, who's going to buy? You know, I honestly didn't think of the level of like the fandom and the dedication of a lot of Nintendo fans, because Nintendo just looked at Amiibos as a peripheral to the console for the Wii U, for Smash, and then for the other lineup of Amiibo of Amiibo games that are going to be compatible with. And they probably just looked at the numbers and been like, okay, there's this many Wii U's, we make this many Amiibos and ship them. But what they failed to take into account was that you realize there are collectors out there. You realize there are just people who are dedicated Nintendo fans who are going to buy these, and then there's people that are going to see the potential in sales for these, buy them, and then scalp them. It's like, you could have seen that coming, but I honestly didn't. I thought these were just going to be like, I don't know, kind of like toys in a sense. I don't even use them for their Amiibo functionality for the games. I just buy them to collect them because I like Nintendo characters. But yeah, like it's honestly out of hand at this point. I only managed to pre-order Robin recently. Yeah, I couldn't like I went to GameStop and the computers were crashing and all that jazz, so I couldn't get any of the Wave 4. I saw the Villager Gone last week. Nice, Mewtwo is great. Yeah, Mewtwo is pretty awesome. Yo, Charles's Anime World. What's up, dude? Good to see you back. Now then, are you going to say something about my second anime manga, Shokugeki no Soma? Yes, I am going to talk about that in a short while. So that's enough about me, because I feel like I just rambled and just showed off all my toys for you guys. But basically, the hiatus. So I've been off the grid for 3 months. 3 months from December. The last anime that I was watching at the time was Parasite the Maxim and Nanatsu no Taizai, Seven Deadly Sins, and Log Horizon. And it was at a point where, like I already mentioned it in the last video, but this is kind of a refresher for some of you, for you guys. But I was literally burnt out. You guys have no idea. Like, I would come home from work at 6 o'clock in the morning after working an 8-hour shift, come home from work at 6 a.m., fall asleep, wake up like around 1, 2 o'clock, and be thinking to myself, okay, what do I do? You know what I mean? Like, do I watch the latest anime that came out and then make a video and then have to edit it and then have to upload it and then have to, you know, and then how much time do I have to myself at that point? And I was honestly very camera, like I said, I'm still not even used to this. You know what I mean? I might look like I'm used to it, but I'm honestly still not used to having my own thoughts amongst me when I'm talking into a camera and perceiving how you guys are going to react to whatever. So it was a lot of internal conflict when it came to YouTube towards that time. And I honestly got really burnt out, and I didn't want it to become a chore to where I have to deliver to you guys, or I have to meet your expectations, because I try to do this for fun. You know what I mean? I don't do this for a living. I don't do this for any type of obligatory reasons. I do this just, you know, to relate to people and to have somebody to talk to about an anime, or just express how I feel about it, yada, yada. But the hiatus was definitely necessary. After I took the hiatus, like 1 week passed and I was like, okay, I'll catch up next week. 2 weeks passed. I was like, I'll try to make time for it. I'll try to bang out 2 episodes, one after the other, and then bring a combined review. And then it was at the point, like 4 weeks in, I was like, yeah, I'm not feeling it. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to force myself into something that just needs to take time. So since that time, a lot has happened in my personal life. The first and probably most major is that I no longer work at McDonald's. I mentioned to you guys beforehand that I went back to McDonald's to work after my foot injury. I let you guys know about that I was dealing with while I was doing YouTube. I had a foot injury. It was all better. And then I went back to McDonald's. I no longer work there. I actually put in my 2 weeks notice. I worked at McDonald's for 5 years since my junior year of high school. And there was multiple reasons. You know, I kind of felt like there was nothing more McDonald's could teach me. First off, McDonald's was my first job ever. It's a level entry job, you know, and it taught me a lot. It taught me the value of a dollar. It taught me work ethic. It taught me, you know, it taught me a lot of things about myself and what I'm expected of. And it taught, in a way, it made me realize that I do my work to the best of my ability, and a lot of people generally appreciate me for that. I remember my manager, and there was at one point that I actually was considering becoming a manager at McDonald's when I was first working there. And then my managers would always tell me, Arnold, you have such a life to you. Your personality is just great. It's a blessing. It really is. And I'd get so many compliments from customers or coworkers or managers or people of higher, positions that would just see me and be like, hey, you trying to take this somewhere? But you know what I mean? Like, it's McDonald's. It's my first job. I don't want to be tied down. I also worked at GameStop for a while, which was a lot more aligned with what I would prefer doing for a career because I play video games. I've been playing video games my entire life. But back to McDonald's, like, it was just, I don't really even know how to say it. Because I genuinely did appreciate the experience that I had and what I learned from there. And at one point I did consider doing it for a living, because at the end of the day it wasn't really that difficult of a job. You do the same thing day in, day out, and you just learn and you gain experience from that. And I remember my manager always trying to push me and get me to see, and not sell myself short, because that's one thing that I am. I feel like I'm too humble in myself and what I'm capable of. And there was one thing that she told me, and I'll never forget it. She mentioned to me along the lines that, one phrase that she said, she was like, if you're not a part of a problem, you're part of the solution. And she told me that a lot of times when I would go to her and talk to her about my position or where she saw me in a few years or anything like that. Ultimately, I don't regret leaving there. There were some distastes that I had. There was changing management and all that other stuff. And I just felt like there was nothing more McDonald's could teach me. It was, like I said, I worked there for 5 years, and I kind of wanted to branch out and try different things. I've always wanted to do that. I've never wanted to be an able body and work at one place for the rest of my life, because there are people that are even there that are managers that have told me, hey, Arnold, don't get caught up here, because, they ended up getting caught up there. They didn't have anything to fall back on. And now they're just working there, to provide, to put food on the table, etc. And they don't really have a way out. And I didn't want that to be the situation for me. Granted, I liked the people I worked with. I liked the situation. It wasn't anything that was too difficult. I pretty much was a jack of all trades when I worked there too. During high school, I worked like the night shift. After I graduated, I worked morning shifts. And then when I went back after my foot injury, I worked overnight. So it was just a lot to take in the sense that I was leaving a place that I was very familiar with, that I grew in a sense with during a few years of my life. But from that point, I honestly wanted to branch out and move on. So there was that. So hold on, let me just get back into the comments real quick. We have Hunter Chuck. Charles is here? Yeah, Charles is here. Can't blame you, man. I took a break myself to cool down and kind of hit a bad run of sickness and other issues. So the break came really at a good time, even if I got a lot of projects in the pipeline. Yeah, like I really like your Ruby analysis videos and stuff like that. There's a lot of people in the community that I kind of understand their situation. Like I mentioned in my announcement of my return video, there's this guy named Fire Dre, and like I really look up to him and his reviews and stuff. I haven't watched his stuff in a while, but he took a hiatus too, and I thought it was like a for good hiatus, because he even mentioned, hey, I'm done with YouTube. And I was really shocked by it, because I was like, I look up to you, you're a great reviewer, I like your format, you have a lot to teach people, you want to change the community for the better. And he just needed a break at the end, and he came back and he was like, hey guys, it's good to take a break every now and then. It's not a good thing to just have everything fixated on YouTube and appeasing people and not worrying about yourself. And that was one thing that I was like, I'm in retrospect, like I'm thinking about it. I'm during my hiatus. I'm like, I really understand where he's coming from. And like you just mentioned, you did the same thing. You can't blame me. I can't blame you. It definitely gets a bit tiresome after a while, especially since I'm not really in tune with a lot of anime as I am with video games. And I'll mention that in a second. But I definitely understand where a lot of people come from, especially like you and Firefist, in the sense of hiatuses aren't necessarily bad as long as you're not gone for good. And this is just me right now trying to reconcile and try to rekindle a lot of the connections that were cut from my hiatus. So let's see. Desert Reviews. Yo, what's up, Zaid? We have Jack. Oh, Jack! Dude, this is bullshit. I've never met you, and you know Justin, and we haven't even hung out yet. And now you're watching my video. What's up, dude? By the way, Jake Torres in the comments. He's a local. He's a friend of a. He's a mutual friend of ours. We have a anime group within our close friends, and a friend of ours knows him, and he joined the group, and he knows my friend Justin, but I've never met him, and we know him through the group, through our threads and posts that we make on anime that we talk about. So that's kind of why I was like, dude, really? Like, I haven't even met you, and you're already watching this, which is it's kind of funny. But what's up? I'm Arnold. Semi introduction, I guess, just because I haven't met you yet, and this is my channel where I talk about anime, manga, I review, I do gameplay and all that other stuff. So nice to meet you, I guess. So yeah, your experience with McDonald's is somewhat enlightening. Typically, people would only complain about the like, oh my gosh, like I couldn't stand this one thing. There's one thing that I cannot stand, and here's one thing about me too. Like, I might not be the smartest person, I might not be the fastest, I might not be the most well-spoken, etc. But I will never be outworked. You know what I mean? No one will ever outwork me. And there was just so much complaining from people that would. I've seen a lot of people. I've worked there 5 years. I've seen people come. I've seen people stay. I've seen people go. There are a lot of people. When I was there was only 2 people that were there after the day I joined. I consider them the original group because they were there before I was. After I left, there was only 2 people that were still there from when I originally joined. And yeah, we've had bad times, we've had bad experiences, but I never make a bad situation worse. And one mantra that I always stick with is I keep my professional and personal life separate. If someone's pissing me off, or if I'm in a bad mood, or if I get into an argument with somebody and I'm just about to go to work, I leave that shit at the door and I don't bring that into my professional life, because I don't know. It's just like a lot of people just come to work and they just find something to nag or bitch or complain about. And I honestly can't tolerate people who can't, prioritize themselves in the workplace. I understand we're all humans, we're all people, we all have our boiling points. But then when you see the same people complain about the same thing day in, day out, it's like a lot of people don't have the fortune of doing what they want for a living. You know what I mean? And a lot of people were very young, people even younger than me, that had drama, who had problems, that were coming to work, and I would just be reflecting to myself like it's not really that hard. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna lie, I've had bad days at work, but what I used to do, which would kind of draw more attention to myself, there was one day in particular I was livid. I was so upset. I don't even remember what I was pissed off about, but I know for a fact that I was upset, and I remember that day vividly. Like, the reasoning, not really, but that kind of doesn't make sense. But I was so upset. I was so pissed off. I've probably never been more pissed off in my entire life. And I was at work, and you can see it in my face that I was upset. I was pissed. And a manager would come to me and they'd be like, "Hey, is everything all right? Is everything all right?" And I wouldn't say anything. I would keep quiet, because I knew if I said something, I would reflect poorly on the company, on, if there was for customers or anything, and I didn't want to project a bad image. I didn't want to take anything that I was personally going through out on that person. So I just kept to myself. And it kind of gave me a bad image for that day, in the sense of, okay, he's pissed off, so he's just not going to talk to anybody. And it wasn't anything personal. And then the following day, I reconciled. I talked to the manager about, hey, my situation, all that stuff. But that's what I just do. That's just me personally. And my manager saw that as a blessing. She's like, "Arnold, you don't give anybody problems. Customers come in every day." There was one day, and I have it on my phone, a customer who came in through drive-thru and wrote a letter to my manager and gave it to her about just me in the morning, how pleasant the morning, his routine coffee morning is, because I work there, or that I deal with his order. And a lot of people, I can go on all day about the compliments that I've got working there. And it wasn't just because I was working at McDonald's. It's just that's who I am by nature. I'm just a kind-hearted person. I don't project any ill will or ill intent on anybody else. And that's just who I am, and I project that through my videos and try to get that image of myself across to whoever's on the other side of the screen, that, that basic perception of me. So let's see. I kind of rambled on a little bit. Okay, it's good to have you back. Taryn Reviews. Keep moving forward. Keep moving forward, mate. Oh man, Monty, man. I'm not gonna really get into that right now, just because I'm still shell shocked by that. but I will mention that in the future. Charles's Anime World, Jake, what up, brother? Cheers, man. And yeah, I've been on the net for years, and I've taken hiatuses, just burned out an overdose of things. Yeah, like I said, it all comes naturally, and that's the first time I experienced a hiatus. So in a way, I kind of felt like I was letting people down. But at the end of the day, like I mentioned, that video that I put, I got so much support of people that were just relieved that I was back. So they were like, hey, hope you took the time off. I'm glad you're back. I'm looking forward to your content. So it was really reassuring to know that people were actually expecting my content back, which is pretty sick. So I'm going to stop at this comment right here, and I'm going to go a little bit further in the whole hiatus thing. So first off, what I want to mention before I get into, I'm going to leave your questions. I'll ask questions. This live stream is probably going to go on for another hour. Holy shit, we've been in this for an hour already. It's already 8 o'clock. I have all the time in the world, by the way. So moving on from McDonald's. So that was just a chapter of my life that I moved on to. Right now, I'm currently not working, but I have the support of my family, my mother in particular, who understands my situation, and I'm trying to get back on my feet in terms of what I want to do next. I have a few options. I'm considering going back to school part-time or maybe even full-time at this point, since I have a lot of time on my hands, to go back to school and further my education. For those of you who don't know, I want to get into writing really badly. I personally struggle with projecting myself and conveying my message or my thoughts across to you guys or to people in general in conversations. I feel like I'm really awkward when it comes to conversations. I don't really know how to segue into things. And I feel like that that's kind of evident in my videos. Like it's very hard for me to transition into things, and jump cuts don't really work most of the time for me. But writing is something that I feel that I can provide a lot of and produce a lot of creativity for, to where there's this little side project that I'm doing. I am a freelancer for a gaming website, and I report news and reviews and stuff like that. And I picked that up last month. So March was when I applied for this gaming website because, like I said, I'm into gaming a lot. And actually it was during that time that I was gaming more than I probably have ever been in any recent past. And it requires a lot of writing skill and stuff like that. And I'm a tenderfoot on writing in general, but I felt like just pushing myself into that environment would give me the exposure, give me the experience that I need to get things started. And I kind of want to go back to school for that. I feel like I have a very limited vocabulary, and these are certain challenges that I deal with on a daily basis, whether it's talking to a friend, whether it's talking to someone that I haven't seen in a while. Like the other day, I was talking to my friend Zach's brother about League of Legends, a game that I play, and he was basically leading the conversation because I was just like, I don't know what to say. I'm in a very awkward position right now. So writing, I feel, will help me. I feel like writing at the end of the day will just help me become a better will be able to better portray, vocalize myself and get my point across, and just I won't be as nervous in certain situations. So that's one thing that I've done now. Like I write for a gaming website on news, on gaming news, breaking news, reviews, previews, stuff like that. I play a lot of video games, so I felt like it was just the perfect thing to do. And I've always been playing video games. I've been playing video games since I was 4 years old. Sorry. And my uncle would always tell me, he's like, dude, you play these video games and it's like you know your way around them, and you should take that with you somewhere. Like I've been playing video games my entire life, and I've always wanted to make something out of it more productively than just like a hobby or a means of entertainment or stuff like that. I've always wanted to take it a step further, to where it could even be a job for me or a career. So, like I mentioned, I've been playing a shit ton of video games. My PS4 I got for Christmas, I've been breaking that in a lot. I've been playing my PS3. I don't have my 360 anymore. I sold that. I sold all my games for that. I enjoyed it while it lasted. None of my friends played anymore, and that was usually like the console that I would go to during like my high school days and stuff like that. But I got rid of that. Been playing a shit ton of video games. I just finished a Let's Play like a month or so ago on Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. For those of you who for those of you out there, I did a Let's Play. Kingdom Hearts is my favorite video game franchise, and Birth by Sleep, I never played it before. It was on the PSP. I'm not really that avid into handhelds, and got 19 viewers in here. Holy shit. That's nuts. Thank you guys so much for showing up. People that are showing up right now, I will get to your questions in a second. But yeah, I've been playing a lot of video games, playing Kingdom Hearts. I played the Order 1886. That game recently came out. That was kind of disappointing for me. I played the infamous Second Son DLC First Light. I'm replaying BioShock. I played a few Final Fantasies and a shit ton of indie games. So that's what's been going on in terms of gaming. Mecha Blade Z, yo, finally here after recording. Legit. Hey, so how's the manga collection going? My manga collection is stagnant right now since the last video that I did on my manga unboxings, and then the unboxing that my friend did. I actually got one more manga. It was from the Type 0 collector's edition that I unboxed on my channel. It came with a manga, but I haven't read it yet. But other than that, I've read, I think there's like 2 manga over there that I haven't read yet, other than the Japanese ones that I can't read, obviously. But I have to get back on that, but got to take baby steps. Oh, and it's Desert Reviews. Thank you again for the that I won your contest for the Death Note manga, because Death Note's the shit. What are your top 5 DLC characters for Smash Bros? Let's see. My top 5 DLC characters for Smash. Banjo-Kazooie, because I've seen a lot of good concepts for like his movesets and all that stuff. I know that I never played Banjo-Kazooie, which I feel like that's a shock to a lot of people. Like, I've been playing video games my whole life. Banjo-Kazooie is really known, a well-known franchise by Rare, but I never played it. But I don't discriminate in the fact that I knew it was a great game, and I would definitely love to see what all the hype is about when it comes to having him in the game. So Banjo-Kazooie is number 1. Let's see, 2 would be Shovel Knight. I've heard a lot of good things about Shovel Knight. The game comes out next week. I feel like it's almost kind of hard for me to just decide off the fly, because I never really gave it much thought. Naturally, I would want someone like Sora from like a Kingdom Hearts character, just because I'm that big of a fanboy. But I don't know, like top 5 would just, like, I couldn't really answer that right now, like right on the spot. I would definitely like them to represent some characters from franchises that they haven't really showcased. I feel like Fire Emblem, Mario, if anything. Mario has like 10 Smash characters, and it's like, it's more of a Mario game than a Smash game. But yeah, I feel like that's really hard, Mecha. If anything, I'll come back to that question. Gotta vanish. It's late on my end. Peace. All right, thank you. Oh, well, he's probably gone right now, but thank you, Dan, for showing up whenever you get back to this. Are you doing live reactions again? Yes, I'm going to be doing live reactions. I have no idea what I'm going to be watching, though, because I missed out on the entire winter season. And then, like, I missed out on the entire winter season, and before I went on my break, I was watching Parasite, The Maxim, and Nanatsu no Taizai. However, I'm considering watching Parasite, but I'm considering to go back and experience Taizai in its manga form. I've heard from a few people, one person in particular, as well as another influential person, Chibi Reviews, who talk about the adaptation not being the best that it could be, and that the manga really left out. The anime left out a lot of concepts that the manga had that really impacts the story and brings it in a different direction, and just ultimately makes it kind of a letdown and makes it a lot more shallow than the manga presents it to be. So for Taizai, I'm probably going to re-experience it in manga form, probably do live readings, probably bring reviews to it, because I stopped on episode 12, so I don't think it's that far in. Or even I'll do reviews and do like comparisons of what the manga had that the anime didn't cover. And then for Parasite, I'm looking for like live reaction worthy episodes that I can watch, because I just want to marathon it. I want to finish it up. But if there's any episodes that you guys want me to live react to that you feel are worthy of hype or emotion or anything like that, I wouldn't mind doing it, because I'm going to be watching it anyway, and it was a part of my channel when I was around, and I kind of don't want to just leave it in the wind. A lot of people were talking really good about it too while it was ongoing, and a lot of people were like, Arnold, you need to get back into watching that. And I was like, I'm on a hiatus. I'm not watching anything. But yeah, live reactions will be coming back based on what I'm going to be watching. I don't know what's out right now. The only things that I'm going to be watching is Digimon Try, Food Wars, Is It Wrong to Try to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon, and I think that's it. Like, that's all that I know that's out. So if you have any suggestions, let me know. Let's see. Excellent reply to my comment. I'm in the belief that everything is a case study. Personality doesn't waste a single personally don't waste a single opportunity. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, and I was honestly on the fence about leaving McDonald's for for a very long time, because that's all I knew at the time. Before I worked at McDonald's, I was like, I didn't really understand. I always knew I wanted to work. From the age of 14, I wanted to work. And it wasn't until later down the line, like my junior high school, that a job opportunity actually presented itself to me. And I took it, and I kind of want to be that jack of all trades where, I have 5 years in the service industry. I have some experience in retail when it comes to GameStop, but I don't know what it's like with like physical labor. I'd love to do something like that, or anything along the lines of healthcare and stuff like that. But obviously I'd have to go back to school for a lot of those fields that I like to cover. I did do a winter job. I did snow shoveling for a company. I got paid really good money during that time. And I'm actually doing it again next year, because at least around where I live, the snow is really bad in New England. The snow is ridiculous, and I thought it was never going to end. It was snowing every other day. Streets were blocked for weeks, and it was really tough to traverse. But I actually had a little small part-time job of shoveling snow for a company from all the way up to 24 hours that we'd be working. So, yeah, like I definitely want to keep my options open, especially when it comes to furthering my education. And I always just think in retrospect of, I'm 24 years old. My birthday's in June, by the way. June 2nd is my birthday, which is in like a month and a half. But I always just think to myself, like, I'm 24 years old right now. I finished high school, and that was pretty much the furthest that I've got with my education. I want to go back to high school, but at the same time, I don't want to jeopardize, living at home forever. You know what I mean? I want to get out on my own. I want to do my own things. And it's just very hard for me to manage that on top of, having a social life. And I understand if I want to get things done, I got to make sacrifices. YouTube's something that's really growing for me too. Like, and I'd love for someday this to become an actual thing that I can do, without having to worry about anything, and actually do this as a career, or even make some good money on the side. That would be pretty awesome. But like I said, there's just a lot of things that I personally think about in terms of my own future and what I honestly want to do for the rest of my life. Okay, so let's see. Let's get more into these questions. Oh, wait, I went backwards on questions. All right, let's see. Everything around you can give you further and further insight and maybe happen or maybe possible and how to improve the world. It's system, pattern, and interaction all around you. Everything you do or see can help you in this. So don't be afraid of mental work. It can be an amazing inside look into case studies. Never feel that never feel that work is beneath you. Words of wisdom. Yeah. That's one thing I love about you, and you literally just make me like I could just reflect on your words, and they're so impactful, and they have a lot of weight to them. And that's one of the reasons why I really missed your comments and your inputs. But I understand, whenever you did make time to comment, it was something that I definitely took to heart and reflected on. So I definitely thank you. Remember, things are sent to try us. They don't sympathize with us. Oh my God. That's awesome. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate that. Many of us still are stuck up about it, man. It's all right. New live reactions. Yeah, Charles, new live reactions. I want to kind of react to, like, my friend didn't tell me anything about it, but he said the first episode of Food Wars was really, like, nuts, like crazy, like in a good way, I'm guessing, because he started, like, dying just thinking about it. And I kind of want to give it a chance. I want to see what it's all about. Oh, you like writing? Me too. Yeah. It's not necessarily something that I like. It's just something that I noticed, like, even in high school, when I was, in writing class or whatever, I knew that I was able to portray myself and convey myself better when it came to writing than I did verbally. And, it's something that I've always wanted to explore and see if I could take it somewhere or do something with it productively. So I figured, hey, what the hell? I like video games. There's always gaming news coming out and about. And in a way, it was kind of it was a way for me to better ingrain, you know, gaming news and knowledge, because for some weird reason, I kind of deter myself from absorbing and digesting news. It's a personal struggle that I have where I can't retain information for long periods of time. And I go through a few methods of this struggle where, you know, from time to time, I'll bring up something in my mind and I'll just take a pen and paper and I'll just write down as much that I personally remember from, you know, said events or said news or information, to just see if I can retain that information. And I feel like writing will definitely do me some good, because I know, like, and then once I get it, you know, once I have the information down, it's better to just teach it to other people, because then that further instills it and reinforces it within me. So like writing, in a sense, I kind of do like writing for, you know, obviously it's mental process that it has on me. Let's see, bro, do you have any plans on checking out Parasite and Tokyo Ghoul in the future? Yes. Parasite, like I mentioned, I don't know if you just got here, but I just lost my train of thought. Jesus Christ. Hold on. Yeah, give me a second. I'm really hot right now. I'm gonna take a sip of water. But yeah, so okay, I got my train of thought back. Parasite, I just mentioned a little while ago, but I'm going to be continuing Parasite. I'm going to be watching it. If any of you guys have any reaction-worthy episodes that you want me to live react to on my channel, I will. Tokyo Ghoul. I didn't give Tokyo Ghoul a chance, and that's something that I kind of regret, because I know Tokyo Ghoul Season 1, a lot of people liked it, and I stopped on Episode 2. That was around the time I was watching a lot of stuff to begin with, so in a way, it wasn't that I didn't dislike it for any reason. I just stopped watching it because there was too much stuff to watch, and there was already other things that I was invested in, like ongoing series. So Tokyo Ghoul I do want to get back to, especially because there's a Season 2, so it's like, oh wow, it's good enough to get a second season. So I'm wondering how that turns out. In terms of bringing it to my channel, I'm not entirely sure, just because it's already done. And then even if, like I said, I don't know I really don't know how I feel about it yet in terms of when I'll actually get back to Tokyo Ghoul. But I know Parasite I want to finish, because that was last season and it just finished recently. So that's something that's not too far along for me to just pick up where I left off. Let's see. The Citrus Panda. Oh my God, dude, where have you been? Well, actually, not even where you've been. Where have I been? Because I haven't watched anything on YouTube. Didn't know if you remember me, but I'm glad to see you. Yeah, dude. Like, I loved your your reviews for Log Horizon. Yeah, that's where I first found your channel. Recently, I've been watching. Oh my God, dude, you're watching Hunter x Hunter. Oh my God! And I've gotten to episode 97 in about 1 month. Oh yes, Brizzle, you have no. Oh my God. Whenever I hear that somebody is watching Hunter x Hunter for the first time, whenever I hear that, I literally just want to be with you when you watch it. Like, I've watched Hunter. For those of you who don't know, Hunter x Hunter is my favorite anime. Like, it beat Death Note, and it's not even finished yet. But Hunter x Hunter is my favorite anime. Oh my gosh, you're episode 97. So you're in the Chimera Ant arc right now. You're about. Oh my God. And what I love about it is that, like, right now, here's one thing that I really like about the fact of Hunter and in general, and just knowing that you watched it. I love the fact that you're going to be experiencing and most likely going through the same things that I initially went through. That's one thing that I love about live reactions, and something that I've actually realized over my hiatus of just reflecting on people and just realizing where people, and being able to sympathize and empathize with people's situations compared to, when they watch a video of mine and why they genuinely like it. And that was something that I was always confused and curious about, because I mentioned in my other video, I never really got that type of reaction from people growing up, of people that genuinely care about what I said, or or I impacted them in any way with my words or my thoughts or my opinions. But over my hiatus, there's a YouTuber that I've been watching that I just watch his live reactions, and I just get chills throughout my entire body. I get goosebumps. I have my hair standing on their end. and his live reactions are just so emotional and they're so real. And the way I feel about his live reactions is the way that I feel that my subscribers and viewers feel about me. And that's the only way I can really explain it and, you know, really connect with you guys in that regard, because I struggle a lot with empathizing. Unless I've gone through it or unless I can relate directly, I don't really know what it's like. Like if someone tells me, hey, your live reaction was so awesome, was so great, it's like, oh, thank you, I appreciate that. But why? You know what I mean? Like, why do you think my live reaction was pretty awesome, was pretty great? But then once I'm in a situation like this dude, his name, by the way, Uzumaki Khan. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys know him. He's been watching Kuroko's basketball. He caught up to season 3, which I had to stop watching his live reactions because I wasn't caught up. But he started watching season 1. He did his season 1 live reactions, season 2 live reactions, then season 3 live reactions, up to where I think I'm like 3-4 episodes into it. And I just love his live reactions, to where I went back and watched his old stuff, like his old Hunter x Hunter live reactions, a few Naruto live reactions. And I just love the fact of it's almost like I'm re-experiencing it through their eyes or through them. There's this other YouTuber, her name is Thalia, and she's live reacting to Hunter x Hunter right now. And every time she puts out a video, I watch it and I just connect instantly with them. Like, she has no idea what's going to happen, and neither do you. And it's just so it's a great feeling, and it's kind of hard to explain unless you know what it's like. But I kind of do understand, you know, where people come from now when they tell me that they really appreciate my work or my live reactions or anything like that. I understand it more so now than I did back then, whenever I used to thank somebody and internally just be like, what did I do that was so special? You know what I mean? And that's kind of like something that's foreign to me when I get that type of response. So, so yeah, oh my gosh, dude, you have no fucking idea, dude. All I'm going to say is brace yourself. That's literally all I can tell you. Just brace yourself. And I got the same advice from somebody. He was Arnold. He was like, Murder, dude, you're not ready. And I was like, I know, but I'm still gonna go in. I'm gonna go in as best I can. And when I came out of that, oh my god! When I came out of that, dude, I literally told him, I was like, "You warned me," and I thought, and I was ready, and I thought I was ready, but I wasn't. Hunter x Hunter, that it's amazing. It really is. They need to make a Kingdom Hearts anime. Yeah, I have the first manga volume. That'd be pretty badass if they did that, though. Okay, let's see. Let me just dive a little bit more into these questions before I move on. Actually, right now, I feel like it's transitioned into just a Q&A at this point. Actually, I'll just get into your questions or interact with you guys. But lastly, I want to mention that my channel overall is going to be going through a kind of metamorphosis. Right now, well, in the past, it was just anime and manga. And, well, manga in the sense of Naruto, but Naruto's finished. I don't know if I want to get into the spin-off of Naruto, to be completely honest. I know it's like a different story and stuff like that, focused on the generation after, you know, the kids of Naruto's generation. But I don't know. I feel like since the manga's finished, I've kind of died down from Naruto a little bit. Like, I'm still playing the video games. Like, Naruto Storm 4 looks badass, and I'm picking that up when it comes out. But the anime, I haven't watched the anime since Obito vs. Kakashi, which was like 6 months ago. I don't know. I've kind of fallen off with the anime now that the manga's over, and now I know how the story ends. You know what I mean? But and since there's like a shit ton of filler still, but I don't know. I'm still up in the air in terms of manga for Naruto, at least. Nanatsu no Taizai, like I said, I'm gonna be going back into the manga, and I might bring it to my channel. I'm not entirely sure just yet, but that's something that I'm considering. And then for my channel overall, I'm going to be doing anime, and I'm going to be bringing games to my channel. Let's plays, not crazy. Like, my channel is not going to become like a PewDiePie Let's Play channel. Like, right now, I only have one Let's Play out, and that's Birth by Sleep Final Mix, which is already finished. Right now, I'm working on Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix for my Let's Play. I have 40 parts already pre-recorded, and that's going to be the next Let's Play that you guys are going to probably see come out in another week or so. because I feel like I have enough episodes out now to where I can have some of them come out, have some breathing room, and then go back and continue recording. So that's basically the transition that my channel's gonna be going into. If you're here for anime, that's awesome. If you're here for gaming, that's awesome. But if you don't mind venturing into the other spectrum of, you know, whatever my channel of my channel's content, I'd really appreciate that as well. But yeah, I felt like that Let's Play, the Birth by Sleep Let's Play, was really well received. And I'm also going to be bringing some small gaming shorts here and there of games that I'm currently playing. I'm not going to make long stretch series, just kind of for any of you guys who watched my Murder Plays Infamous Second Son, which I did so long ago. But in that regard, I'm going to be bringing one video that pretty much encompasses what game I'm playing, the concept, and all that stuff, just to give you guys a taste of what I'm currently invested in. And other than that, but anime will probably be focal, like the focal point of my channel. That's what my channel's foundation is based off of, anime. So I'll never transition. I'll never diverge from anime. I'll just add on to that. So with that being said, that's basically everything. Next week is when I'm going to be coming back to reviewing and live reacting sometime next week, probably Tuesday, because Monday I have an interview I have to go to, so I'm not going to be available. And then this weekend I'm watching Digimon. I'm rewatching the Digimon season 1 and 2 with my friend Zach. He's never watched it before, so kind of like the live reaction thing, I'm experiencing it again through his eyes because I know that series like the back of my hand. And Digimon Tri is coming out, which is the 3rd season regarding revolved around the first generation. So I'm rewatching Digimon season 1 and 2, so I'm going to be watching that on the back burner. And then Monday, Tuesday is probably when I'll come back with my live reactions and reviews. Like I said, for any of you guys, if you want to give me suggestions on what to live react to for Parasite, and then ultimately what's out right now that you guys think I would like I said, I'm going to be watching Food Wars. Is it wrong to capture Is it wrong to go after girls in a dungeon? I don't even remember the title. That's too long. And Digimon Tri, Kuriko's Basketball 3, and that's probably it right now. So, getting more into questions. Whenever I finish... Oh, wait, hold on a second. I got to go back up. That's ridiculous. Holy shit, there's mad questions. There's mad comments that I have to just catch up with. Okay, guys, right now, just hold off on this. So just watch me like respond to questions, because I'm not the progress bar right now. The scroll for the comments isn't even halfway through. That just means that there's a shit ton of comments that I got to catch up on. All right, so hold on a second. Let me see. Do yourself a favor, Murder. Do live reaction to Madoka Magica. All right, I'll put that on Madoka Magica. I got to come back and look at the comments anyway, so I'll just take any consideration. Any requests you guys have, leave them in the comments. I'll read them here, but then I'll get back into I'll come back to it later after the video's over. Like I'll write down a list of things to check out. It may not be good. It may not be new, but it's godlike. I've heard a lot of good things about Madoka Magica. I actually think I watched your review on it, and it wasn't really spoiler. There weren't any big spoilers on it. So, and I've heard a lot of good things about it, especially from my close friends. Let's see. Nanatsu manga would be. A lot of people have told me that it doesn't follow the source. It tries to be its own thing. It adds different concepts. One person mentioned that it's just shallower than the manga. The anime is just shallower than the manga. And he wanted me to just have the best experience that I could with Taizai. And to be honest, I did like it from where it is. But if it's true that there's a lot of things that are missed out on, I don't want to go through watching the anime and then go back and read the manga. And then I'm already tainted by, you know, the experience that I've already had with the anime, to where the manga won't do it for me, you know. And then I'd have to segregate in my mind the two sources. So let's see. Oh my gosh, dude, you damn right. Oh my gosh, Charles. I understand, like, that's your favorite anime. I'm looking forward to it now because I'm getting really hyped about this. You guys are like all caps, like, you damn right, Shogu Geki no Sama. Food's never been so hype. Yeah, I heard it's like a food. It's like it's like a cooking anime. Like, and I've heard about that like from Toriko and stuff, but I know it's no Toriko. A friend of mine mentioned, he was like, the first episode, he was like, they go in the zone, and I was like, what the hell? Like, that's like, you already know, like, in the zone is hype with Kuriko, but then when you say that, when you bring that concept into a different anime, that's just unprecedented. Like, that's like, I have no idea what to expect, especially from cooking. Okay, can you imagine Toriko? Okay, yeah, see, I just mentioned that, like, Toriko is another cooking thing. All right, let's see. Oh, that's awesome. You guys are getting into You guys having conversation amongst yourselves. So you're 100% anime obsessed again, or still gaming? Well, I was never 100% anime obsessed, and that was by Pobert 13. Sorry if I butchered that. I'm really terrible at trying to understand usernames. But I was never really 100% obsessed with anime. I mentioned in my other video, but my two hobbies, my two interests that I've done my entire life, from age 4 video games, from age 6 anime. And I've had a difficult time since then transitioning, finding a happy medium. If I'm gaming a lot, I'm not watching anime, and you can already tell from the hiatus, I've been playing a shit ton of video games. I played so many indies. I broke out my PS4 that I got for Christmas. I'm playing the PS3 in its library because I was more into 360 back in the day, and I never got a PS3, so I'm playing that. I'm playing League of Legends and stuff like that online with my friends. So, like, right now, gaming is at an all-time high, but I'm trying to get back into the groove of anime. So as I'm going back into anime, the gaming is gonna dwindle. But the reason why I did my my Kingdom Hearts 2 Let's Play ahead of time was because I was already in that funk of, okay, I'm gonna bring this Let's Play to where when I get back to anime, that's probably gonna be the only thing gaming related that I'm gonna be doing for the time being, is finishing up the Let's Play. And then when that's done, I'll probably take one project at a time or one game at a time in comparison to 3 or 4 anime that I'm going to be watching since I'm back from my hiatus. So hopefully that answers your question. I'm not necessarily 100% obsessed with anime. It's probably like an 80-20, 80% for anime, 20% for gaming, because I definitely want to make them both a constant for my channel. So let's see. What else do we have here? You mentioned you wanted to take a writing course program. Are you referring to any bachelor's degree in writing then? Not necessarily. Like, I have no idea what the hell I want to do with my life, and I don't even know if that's like a red flag for my age. Like, being 24, out of high school, and haven't started college, don't know what you want to do with your life. It's kind of like a crisis in a sense. Like, I don't want to be going through a midlife crisis during my in my early 20s. But I don't know. Like, I really would like to have a better. I want to gain a better command of writing and being able to write a really well written article or something that just encapsulates people, or captivates them with my words and my creativity and my passion. Because the gaming articles that I've been writing have been really, like, I feel like they're like the best things that I've written, and it's because I'm passionate about gaming, and I'm passionate about PlayStation, and I'm passionate about whatever game's coming out. So I feel like that's just a great blend of all of those things. But then when it comes to writing in general, I just personally feel I get my point across better in writing than verbal interaction. So, and that's not to say that's a scapegoat to actually being afraid to actually talk to people and just better my social skills. But it's just something that I want to venture out, and like I mentioned before, I kind of want to be a jack of all trades when it comes to things. But a bachelor's degree wouldn't be that bad, in journalism or something along those lines. I do want to keep my options open, but journalism is definitely something that I want to venture off into, and then that could easily turn into something. I already have some exposure to writing when it comes to the articles and the gaming website that I'm a part of, and that'll just get my foot in the door to when I actually pursue higher education with writing. I say, okay, you can you can become a writer from a video game company. After all, they need people to write the storylines. Yeah, see, like, that's one of the things. That's one of the reasons why I just threw myself into the position. The website was hiring, and I decided, hey, I'm going to go for this. I'm a tenderfoot at this. I'm inexperienced. I've never really had any professional writing experience in anything, so I felt like just throwing myself in the deep end in that respect was the best way to go about it, to getting a grip and getting an idea of how things work. And going to school for it would just reinforce and actually make me a lot more confident in how I do things. So there's that. Let's see. I'm completely caught up with the manga and anime. I review the chapters every week, do live reactions and after reactions. Dude, Charles, you love freaking Food Wars, dude. Is the Tokyo manga better than the anime? I found the anime kind of lackluster. That's what I've heard. For one thing that was really one thing that I didn't really like about the anime from the 3 episodes that I watched was that it was censored. And it's like, how are you going to censor Tokyo Ghoul, which is a gruesome, violent anime? And then you look at anime like Parasite that just doesn't give a fuck and just does whatever. And you see blood, you see organs, you know, you see the freaking first scene, you see someone get their head chopped up, get their head freaking eaten off by a parasite. And it's like, I don't know. I guess different companies do things different ways. But whenever I watch an anime that has like a horror suspense or any type of gruesome or gritty scenes, I want to see that. And it kind of sounds weird. Like, I don't want to see that shit in real life. But if it's an anime and it's fantasy and it's not harming anybody, you know, no restraints. I'd prefer to see it. It just makes the scenario and the situation much more tense. It makes it much more engaging. And at the end of the day, that's what people want to see. People want to be put in a desperative state when they watch an anime that has a lot of killing and maiming and brutal, you know, that's what they're there for. But then that also lets you relate a lot more to the character and be able to feel the panic and you know, the trauma that they're going through. So yeah, that was like one of the reasons why. That's one of the reasons why like I stopped Tokyo Ghoul is because it was like, why is this censored? You know what I mean? Like, is it really that bad? You know, and I'm wondering if they have like, if they're gonna have like a license for it to have an uncut version. But at the end of the day, it's like if I'm watching it on Crunchyroll or Funimation, actually it's on Funimation, then it's like it should already be like that. Let's see. That reaction though. Dude, you have no idea. Hunter x Hunter is worth that reaction. Like, Hunter x Hunter is so good. And I might be fanboying at this point, but I brought my live reactions to Hunter, and I suggest that like you watch, like I'm not obviously trying to get you to go to my channel and watch my stuff, but if you're where you are right now, I started reviewing Hunter and doing live reactions for Hunter on episode 116. By the way, be prepared for episode 116. I couldn't have come to the community at a better episode. 116 was probably the best episode to kickstart my YouTube channel in terms of bringing anime, and Hunter x Hunter on top of that. One of the most epic episodes ever. And then follow up from that, from the Chimera Ant arc is just an incredible episode of development and psychological development and all that other stuff. And I don't want to say anything more because I don't want to even give you hints of what's to come. But all I'm saying is, once you get to episode 116, check out a few of my videos, check out a few of my live reactions, and hopefully you'll see why I love Hunter so much. And then here we go. Everyone's talking about Hunter. Togashi, Meruem's my boy. The way Murder-of-Birds feels of Hunter is the same way I feel for Food Wars. That's legit. That's badass right there. That's awesome. I know who it is. Let me guess. Uzumaki Khan? Yep, you knew it! Uzumaki Khan, dude. He's such a boss. I love him, dude. I love his live reactions, dude. His live reactions just, I don't know, they just go right through me. Let's see, knew it. Same here. Whenever I finish Hunter x Hunter, I plan to do a review on it and also do a couple of analysis videos. Should be, yeah, that's actually a pretty awesome thing to do. I wish I was more analytical in that regard, because I could probably just turn my entire channel into like a Hunter x Hunter based channel in terms of all of the things that I think about when it comes to Hunter. But it's like, I know, and this isn't me selling myself short, I know where I stand on a few of those things. I know where I excel at, and I know what I need work on. And my overall presentation on YouTube, you know, I mean, like I feel like I have grown a bit. I was never camera shy when it came to being on YouTube, but when it came to just me in front of a camera with no people, that like right now I feel a lot more natural about it, because while you guys aren't with me, I'm interacting in real time with you, well, as close to real time with you guys as possible. And whereas like a review or a reaction, it's like, it's just me. And then I see people on YouTube, and I hate to compare myself, and obviously they've had more experience, they just excel more with social interaction on YouTube. But I see people like Story7 Mage and King of Lightning, and these guys, and Chibi Reviews, these guys do it in one take. These guys get everything that they need to say off the gate. There's no like hesitation. There's no second guessing. It's all fluid, and that's what I aspire to, that's what I aspire to develop my skills into, at least in the same par, because it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of difficult at times where, I kind of second guess myself, and I kind of, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I need a little bit more confidence when it comes to a lot of things that I do on YouTube, and the way I portray myself, and the way that I get my information across to you guys. I just feel like it's not a competition to me or anything, but I feel like I could just be so much better if I just have that restraint lifted off of me. You know what I mean? Let's see. People greatly enjoy sharing experiences of things they like. If they can empathize with the watcher on top of that, even better. Khan is the golden standard currently for the anime live reaction. Dude, I agree wholeheartedly on that. Like, he's really, like, I love his live reactions, dude. I really do. And I can't wait to catch up to whatever I'm watching that he's watching, because then I'm just going to continue watching his live reactions. Let's see. MurderofBirds, I hope you don't mind my long comment. No, stop that. I don't mind your long comments. If anything, they're more insightful than anything, and they just get me to reflect and apply things that I probably wouldn't have figured otherwise. And whether they're relevant to what you're currently talking about or not, the more interested with your input on in general and specific life situations. Oh man, yeah. Oh, Haikyuu, dude. Oh, Haikyuu is such a good anime, and I stopped like mid, and this was a problem that I was dealing with, was just stopping midway with anime, because at that point when Haikyuu came out, I was watching like 7 anime, and that's like a no, especially if I want to bring something to my especially if I want to bring something to my channel. That's definitely a no in the regards of, I loved Haikyuu. The first episode, fucking Spike, dude, and he still lost the game, but he was still fucking awesome. He's like, yo, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna freaking become the best volleyball player. I'm gonna go back to that guy, and then Hinata and Kageyama were on the same team. And then at that point, it was just how they were gonna form a camaraderie. They were gonna be boys, and they were gonna go off and take out all of these other teams. And then they were gonna like reinstill the Karasuno, name to their bring their standings back up to its former glory. I can't believe I remember that still. Like, Karasuno volleyball team. Yeah, I love volleyball regardless. I swear I think you fanboyed harder than King Recon in the moment of Hunter. Dude. Nishinoya! Oh my god, that dude is that's my favorite character. Nishinoya. And I was talking to my brother yesterday, and the reason why I just hyped so much about that, Brizzo, was because I was trying to think for the life of me, what is his name? It starts with an N, and he's like the defender. He's the dude that just makes sure the ball doesn't hit the floor. From like the few episodes that I got with him in it, I think the last episode I watched was the episode after they got like their ace back, the guy with the bun. After they got him back, and then they went into like no. The last episode that I watched was they were about to go up against like the cat team, like Nico or Neko, and it was like the bird, the crows versus the cats. That's the last episode that I watched. Actually, no. I think I did watch that episode, because then the episode that they were in the match, there was this dude who was a crazy spiker, and that dude with the glasses went to go and block the ball, and it like just freaking bounced right off of him, and it was nuts. Like the reflex of the reaction time of the ball and how much speed was going into it. So I think that was the last episode I watched. But that dude wasn't the captain. I need to rewatch that, because I think there is a season 2 coming for that. That and Baby Steps I need to rewatch. If you want a good manga to read one of the following. All right, 1 second. Have you started Berserk yet? Yeah, I read the first few. I didn't finish the first volume. Around my hiatus, that's when I also dropped the manga. But the first page, dude, with that freaking succubus chick, and then he goes into the bar and just maims everybody because they were like picking on that little freaking fairy dude. I was like, dude, Guts is a badass. Like, and I don't even know anything about him yet, but right off the bat, it's very mature, it's very gory, it's very gritty, and I definitely want to get into it, especially because I rarely find myself watching anime that are really gritty. I want to watch Mirai Nikki. I want to watch Tokyo Ghoul, like I mentioned before, like really dark, not necessarily dark, but really mature and adulterated themed anime. I don't know. It's just like a weird part of my brain that just gets, just finds entertainment and excitement and not relatability, Jesus, but I don't know. I just like being put in the same scary, tense situations as characters from those shows, and I don't really know what more to say about that. But I definitely want to get back into Berserk. I have the first volume. Once I read that, I don't know if I'm going to continue with the manga or pick up or read the. I don't even know if there's an anime on it, but I think I will just continue with the manga, maybe online, and then collect the manga when I have more money or when I generate money to begin with. Holy shit, Desert! That's a bunch of anime. I mean, a bunch of manga. Darwin Games. You once mentioned you may try to get into, yeah, One Piece or Bleach. Yeah, I'm still considering Bleach. I'm still going to consider Bleach. Like I said, coming back from a hiatus, I just need to get my foot in the door with current stuff before I venture off on, especially One Piece, dude. I have no idea. I don't know how I'm going to format it. I'm not going to do, I will watch. I think I might do arc reviews. That's probably the best thing to do, just because other than that, there's no way that I'm going to be able to get across watching One Piece. I just want to catch up so I can read the manga. And then on top of that, do I watch the manga? Do I read the? I mean, do I watch the anime? Do I read the manga? I got to come back to that, especially. But I'm still planning on watching One Piece at some point. Let's see. Everybody, shut up. Slow it down, boys. That was when I was talking about like just holding off on the comments because there was just a shit ton. There was too much to process. All right, let's see. Soma in the Zone is just the censorship, man. The censorship. It's all Peria. All hail Madhouse. Wow. This is really far back. I was talking about the censorship a while ago. Saw a couple uncensored episodes. Hold on a second. All right. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I need to watch that, dude. I loved the original Full Metal. I ate that up. I watched it originally. I watched Full Metal Alchemist on what's it called? Adult Swim. That's the first time I found out about it, along with Inuyasha, and I watched it. And I never finished it growing up because I never was up that late. I was in school and all that stuff. And then I graduated, and then I watched it, and I watched the entire thing. And I was like, this is the greatest thing ever. Full Metal Alchemist is the best. And then I watched the movie too, Conqueror of Shambhala. And then someone told me, they were like, dude, you definitely need to watch Brotherhood. It's way better. I was like, what's the difference? He was like, it's the manga adaptation. I'm like, how much different can it be? And then he told me, and ever since then, like, people put Full Metal Alchemist probably like in their top 5 of anime. I know that one of the girls, Thalia, the YouTuber, that's like her favorite anime. And Full Metal Alchemist is really awesome too. I just have a disposition. It takes me forever to get into something. And it sucks because once I get into it, I instantly regret not starting it sooner. And like I said, I'm coming back into anime, so that's definitely something that I really would want to watch. I'm not going to bring it to my channel. I'm just going to watch it personally. I already know the story of Al and Ed and their mother, and, you know, the State Alchemist and the Philosopher's Stone and all that stuff. I know there's a few in the homunculi and stuff like that. I know it's definitely different, and things take different tolls. There's different names. Wrath in the original, like the little boy homunculus, the one that has Ed's arm and leg. He's like one of my favorite characters. I really like him. I like his like crazy tendencies that he gets later on. And then like Führer Bradley's name is Wrath in Brotherhood, and there's like, I don't know, like the names are different and stuff like that, but it's drawn it's drawn from the manga, so it's a direct source. So if anything, it kind of makes me wonder how the original came to be, or if the original just changed the ending, because I know a lot of things are aligned with the original. But Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, I definitely want to watch that. Let's see. Okay, I read that already. Welcome to the NHK. I've only heard the name, but if it's a dark watch, I'll check it out. I stopped in that episode 2 on Haikyuu. Yeah, like I liked it. It wasn't like volleyball. Okay, here's my top 3. Tennis is my favorite sport, which is why I love like Prince of Tennis, and Baby Steps is really good too. I stopped around the same time with Baby Steps as well. Like I said, I was just watching too much shit. Around that time I was watching Haikyuu, Baby Steps, Blade and Soul. I can't understand what my husband's saying. I think that was one of them. Makaku City Actors, Tonari no Seki-kun, Hunter x Hunter, Naruto, and I was reading the Naruto manga. There was just so much stuff that all of a sudden I was just like, I need the bare essentials. I need Naruto, I need Hunter, fuck everything else until I can come back to it later. And it sucked. It really did, because there's not one thing bad about any of those animes. Just it's not a testament of my dedication. It's just a testament of my time. I didn't have time. And when I'm already doing certain things and then YouTube's a thing, it just made things harder and harder for me to keep up with. Oh my God, you have to get back into Berserk and read the first 13 volumes. And if you don't like it, I will be shocked. No, I feel like I will like. I feel like I'm gonna like Berserk. Like it definitely has that dark, gritty atmosphere that I look for, in that a lot of anime don't really have for me. But I've heard nothing but good things about it, so I can't really be too disappointed with it, considering how much you love Hunter's writing. Oh, Hunter, dude. I will give it anything. I will sell everything in my room, right, besides Hunter x Hunter Volume 1. I'll sell everything in this room, in my systems, and like if Togashi were to just come back, I would just be like, I don't need any of this. I have Hunter. And then if dude, I'm a oh my gosh, like it's not, I can't even justify this as being a fanboy. It's just pure and utter admiration and passion for Hunter, dude. This right here, hold on, hold on a second. This right here, this is more than just a Hunter's license to me. This is like pure representation. This is like, I don't even know. I can't even like put it into words. Like Hunter is just, it's just too, like it's just great. It's a masterpiece. And they can't, like, I refuse to believe that in my lifetime, Hunter isn't coming back. Or Togashi needs some freaking, I don't know, he needs to just get back. Like, and I understand he has his own life, he has his own personal stuff. I'm not like demanding that he returns. He doesn't owe me anything. If anything, I owe him. But it's just impacted me on that level to where the day Hunter x Hunter gets announced in North America for its anime re-release, or the manga, even though I'm not going to read the manga, if the manga gets released, I'm done, dude. And I kind of want to be surprised. Like, I kind of want to tell my friends, like, hey, actually, I can't. How would I do that? I wouldn't even really. There'd be no way for me to be surprised that Hunter returns without being spoiled. Like I'm pretty sure someone would tell me before I initially found out. Like, I'd love to just go on Anime News Network and just be like, oh my God, Hunter's back, and then just fucking go nuts. But yeah, like I love Hunter to the point where I'm rewatching people watching it for the first time. Like I said, Uzumaki Khan, I watched his old videos. Citrus Panda, you're watching it for the first time, and I just hope that you really enjoy and love it. And then Thalia's rewatching it. She's doing live reaction on her channel, and I'm watching her experience it for the first time, and kind of invoking myself into that live reaction because I love it so much. And and it's like I'm watching it again. I'm experiencing it again for the first time through her experience, which is like the best thing in the world. I always get those moments. Like right now, I mentioned earlier, I'm watching Digimon Season 1 and 2 again, but my friend Zach is watching it for the first time, and it's like, it's such an invigorating feeling to know that you love something so much and you watch something with a passion and you're dedicated about it. And when someone comes along and decides to give it a chance, you just want them to have the perfect experience. You just want them to just make it, you just want them to experience, and by the end of it all, want them to feel the same way that you do. I couldn't even get that out. I was just like, so like in the moment with it. But that's how I feel with Hunter. Like Hunter is just, I thought nothing would top Death Note, honestly. When I watched Death Note, I banged out 37 episodes in less than 24 hours. I watched that anime and I was like, my heart's pounding out of my chest, dude. I can't freaking think. I have no idea what's going to happen. The suspense was killing me. And I was marathoning it. You know what I mean? God forbid if I was one of those people who watched it when it came out and was just like flipping over their tables and shit, just waiting for the next episode to come out. Granted, I did that same thing for Hunter, but dude, Hunter was worth the wait, though. Hunter was just like, I had to fucking prepare myself for the greatness that was coming the next week after and the next week after. And then they hit you with Hunter ends in 5 episodes. And it's like, what? No, you can't do that. And I feel like this is turning into a Hunter rant, but I don't give a damn. Like I just love it. The story is great. The characters are unique. They're different. They're vibrant. They have personality to them. The world building is awesome too. Like York New is probably probably my favorite arc. Great Island was pretty cool too in its own unique concept, and the world building on the whole game within like a world within a world. And then the fight scenes, like they really had like crazy hype fighting, but when that shit went down, it was the best thing to watch. And Citrus, dude, oh my god. From episodes 116 to 136, there's just going to be a moment that you're going to watch it. There's going to be multiple moments, rather, that from episodes 116, where I started, to episode 136. And in that time span, you're going to witness so many things. And you're going to see so many revelations. You're going to see so many things unfold. And you're not even going to know what the fuck to do with yourself. You're just going to be like, I'm done. Like, just take me away. Kill me out. Like, oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to stop fanboying. I need to stop fanboying. Like, this is going to get on the internet. People are going to be like, look at Murder. He's just a freaking Hunter x Hunter fanboy. Like, I love Hunter. Like, don't ever get it twisted. I love Hunter with a passion. And I can't wait for it to come back. But without further ado, I've rambled long enough on Hunter. Let me get back into some of these questions. It's already 9 o'clock. I'll probably wrap this up in about another 20, 30 minutes for you guys. Honestly, things went a little different than I initially expected. But at the end of the day, I kind of like the stream. This is a great way of getting back into people. We've had a maximum of probably 25 people in here. We're at 14 right now, which is pretty awesome. People came in, probably give questions, left, all that stuff. Just the fact that I have the support and you guys are just back to watch me is really heartwarming, and I really do appreciate it. I haven't done a live stream in a very long time, so I feel very rusty on this, and I have to take a piss, but I'm willing to hold it for you guys. All right, so let's get back to the questions, and I'm pretty sure I have a shit ton of questions since I went on that rant. Hajime no Ippo, that's the I almost said volleyball. That's the boxing anime. What's his name's watching that? What's his name? Uzumaki Khan. I just had a brain fart. But all right, let me just get through some more of these questions before anything else. Hajime is a great, yeah, my friend currently watching Uzumaki's reactions. You have to watch eventually. Dude, I wish there was more time in a day, dude. Like, there's not enough time in a day. Like, even if I was 100% only anime, there's not enough time in a day to get through everything. You know what I mean? And I'm not easily distracted, but I don't like to focus on one thing for too long. Like, if I'm just watching anime after anime after anime after anime, I'm kind of wondering, I kind of want to wonder, like, what are my friends playing? What kind of games are out right now? What games are my friends playing? What, I don't know, what movies have just recently come out? It's like, I want to branch out. This is my problem. I branch out too much. It's the point where I'm on anime, and then I'm on video games. But then that new MOBA just came out. Oh, hold on a second. I want to finish getting that trophy in this video game. Let me go back to that. Oh, this video game just got announced. I can't wait for that game to come out. Let me talk about it with my friends. Oh, shoot, the new manga chapter just came out. Let me read that. You know, there's just so many, there's too much interest that I have in nerd culture alone that there's not enough time in a day. There's not enough time in a week, in a month, in a year. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, in a year's time, if I don't watch 90% of the anime that I just told you about, it's literally because, and then on top of all of that, on top of all that branching out, you have the current stuff. And then on top of all that, you have the year's worth of backlog. Fuck my gaming backlog, okay? Fuck this backlog of games that I have that most of them I've played in my past and I rebought them for nostalgic purposes. But let's just say my PlayStation 3 backlog. That backlog doesn't mean shit compared to the backlog of anime that exists in the world today that people want other people to experience. There are hundreds and thousands of anime that are out there that people would genuinely want my opinion on and want me to live react to or want a review or just want me to watch it and just give my overall thoughts. And it's like, you know, you have to stay ahead of the game. That's why when I watch Chibi, when I see Chibi reviews and know that he does YouTube for a living and he goes balls to he goes in, dude. Like, he watches everything on an anime season and I'm just sitting here like, excuse me. Not only does he watch everything for an anime season, he'll watch everything, compile videos, reviews, live reactions, editing, uploading. Like, I honestly don't know how he does it. And more power to him because I understand that's his livelihood at stake. And he has a passion for anime, you know, and manga and stuff like that. But it's like, I have no idea how, you know, there's not enough time. Even if there was enough time, there's just not enough time. That it's crazy, dude. And Hunter is love, Hunter is life, dude. No, Hunter's a lifestyle. For me, Hunter, that's the perfect way to put it. Hunter x Hunter is a lifestyle for me. That's what it is. It's not just I like it or I love it. It's like it's a way of life. And I think that's pretty extreme to say, but I'm standing by it. Bro, that Hunter license, where did you get it? My friend Mason got it for me for Christmas. And the thing is, and I'm just taking this out again, shameless fanboying right here. There's this little piece right here. You see it? This little piece right here. This is a USB, but he got this from Japan. And USBs, hold on. I don't know where I put my USB flash, but USBs are a lot thicker than this. So I think in Japan, they have a different format for USBs to where he thought, this was 16 gigs, by the way, 16 gig Japanese USB that I can never use. But in order to use it, you have to flip. You see like this little, like the divots right here, like the bolt, like the protrusion. That's where I guess you have to pull this out or like flip it over. And that would destroy the card. So I told him, I was like, I don't care if that's USB. I'm not messing with it on the grounds that if I do, it's going to destroy the card for a USB flip over thing. Like, I'd rather keep this. And it's like really sturdy too. It feels like an actual like credit card. So I'm keeping this shit forever. And I like hugged and praised him. And I was like, Mason, I fucking love you. You know, I was just so ecstatic when I got that. I was like, you couldn't have gotten me a better gift. Like, and that was, you know, it's relatively small, but it's like, it might be a small gift, but what it means to me is just humongous. You know what I mean? So what originally attracted me to Hunter x Hunter was the main protagonist, Gon. There's just something about that. Yeah, it's like, I see myself in Gon. Like, when I was a kid, I had so much imagination. I had such a freaking passion for life and just living and just playing in my backyard and just going on random crazy adventures. Like, I was just a very bright, exuberant, and, you know, starstruck child. And I see myself in God. I'm just like, dude, he's just a kid who wants to go on an adventure. And that's how I was growing up. And you see Gon develop, you know, by the end of Hunter, he's himself on the outside, he's himself, but on the inside, he's so different. He's changed forever. And you will see what I mean. Citrus Panda, when you get there, you will know what I mean. But it's like him, Killua, fucking Kurapika. We don't even know what the hell he's up to, and his development is just something more on the dark side of things. Leorio is so, oh my gosh. The episode he came back, I was so stoked, but no spoilers. So I'm just going to leave it off at that. But I understand exactly what you're saying. Gon is my favorite character in Hunter. Granted, everybody else shines in a different aspect aside from Gon. I feel like Gon is the most realistic and most practical character in the series and relates to me very well. I bought all Hunter x Hunter volumes when the manga finished, bought figures and pillows and posters. I need that. Dude, oh my gosh. I wish I could show you. I'm just going to leave it off at this for any of you who've watched Hunter. Episode 131. Yeah, that episode. 131. There is a figure that is out based on that moment in that episode. So the big moment of Hunter x Hunter, episode 131, there is a figure out that emphasizes everything about that thing, and I want to get it. I wish I could show you guys, and I'll probably get it eventually because it's literally like you cannot not have. You cannot. Well, actually, I should say I should not have that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just a massive Hunter fan. I saw the Hunter x Hunter figures like on Crunchyroll of like Killua, like with his skateboard, and then or his yo-yos rather, and then Gon with his fishing pole. Like, rest in peace, fishing pole, huh? Haven't seen that thing in forever. But yeah, like, oh shoot, I need that license. If you go on Amazon, I think they have those on Amazon. I wouldn't be surprised if I think he did buy it on Amazon. Like, just go on Amazon, look up Hunter. Actually, you know what? I'm about to do that right. Actually, I don't think I should. I'm in the middle of a stream here. Yeah, I don't think I can. But yeah, like, I think he just got it off of Amazon, if anything. So it shouldn't be that difficult to find. Hold on a second. My computer just froze because I tried to go on Amazon during a stream and I have multiple tabs open and all that jazz. And I'm looking in the chat. I hope Thalia cries. Oh my God. I did. The episode 130, like the harsh truth of the situation for Gon. I cried my eyes out on that episode. And it was, oh my gosh, dude. I can't even begin. Episode 135, kill me, dude. Like, now. Like, oh my God. No anime. Episode 135. For those of you who watched my live reaction and in general felt the same way and reacted the same way. No anime that I've ever watched in my entire life has gotten me to that point. And I feel that's another reason why Hunter is so special. Because it's like, if you have to be like, and I used to think I was a stone. I thought I was tough as stone, in my life. Like, I'd watch a lot of emotional animes, but I would never, like, to the point of crying. You know what I mean? No anime has ever done that for me besides Hunter and Anohana as well. But Hunter was just, it was just an entire journey. Anohana overall is just a very depressing and sad anime. Hunter is the opposite. Hunter is adventurous. It's exciting. You know what I mean? It has its moments. It has, its hype. It has its depressions. It has its, it's just an array of emotion. It's an array of genres. And it's a shonen on top of that. Probably the best shonen ever. Well, actually, I retort that statement because that might be just fanboy overall. I haven't even watched every shonen to confirm that, but oh man, dude, I feel like this stream just turned into a Hunter x Hunter stream. Let me get, hold on. Damn, I hate the chat thing because when a new comment comes in, if I scroll, like with my scrolling thing on my mouse, it brings me down to the recent one. Like, I have to use this progress bar, but it's so small. Speaking of Hunter, hey, I wrote a character analysis on Gon. You may want to check it out and compare thoughts with others, perhaps. Yeah, for sure. I don't know how you're gonna. Can you send that to my? Is there even an inbox on YouTube anymore? Send it to me somewhere on YouTube so I get a notification. I don't know if you have me on Facebook either or Twitter. The links of those are in the description, but either way, send that to me. I'll definitely I'll definitely read it. Anything on Hunter, I'll freaking eat up. I'm glad you're back. Thank you. I'm glad to be back, and I'm hoping like for a lot of things to grow as my channel goes on. I'm surprised my channel didn't take a bigger hit than when I was gone. I was sitting on 2660 for my subscriber count for a while. Some people unsubscribed, some people returned. But overall, the relevance of my channel is pretty fair. Since I was, a lot of people I recognize, all of you guys have returned. It's almost as if it didn't happen. If I just rewind all of those 3 months to right now, it's like, nothing's really changed. But that's definitely yet to be seen for the anime that I'm going to be picking up, and then the gaming content and all that. I am burping a lot tonight. I have no idea why. But anyways, how do you feel about Ruby continuing without Monty? All right. I need a moment for this because I'm still the worst has passed, but the reality, I'll tell you a little short story. All right. I was sitting on my computer not yesterday, the day before, and I was surfing through the internet, and I wasn't surfing. I was on Crunchyroll. Yeah, I was on Crunchyroll, and I was watching what was I watching? I was watching Kuroko, like the first season, Kisei versus Aomine, and I was watching this, and I was just thinking to myself, I was like, this is amazing. I remember the first time I watched this, like, whoever made this is incredible. And I can only imagine like how much further he's taking it right now with season 3 and the manga and stuff like that. And it just, all of a sudden it came into my head, boom, 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 boom. And it comes to me every now and then. And I say to myself, I can't believe Monty Oum is gone. And when that thought comes to me, and it comes to me every now and then, you know what I mean? Like every time it comes to me, I'm just like, how can it be? And it's so close to home, you know what I mean? Because in this regard, because that would mean, like, if I was really close with Monty and he passed, that would be one thing, but close to home in the sense that, what are the chances, and I don't wish this on anybody, but what are the chances that a man who created amazing content, Dead Fantasy, Haloid, works on Red versus Blue, made his own anime Ruby, this one person did all of these great, phenomenal, he's talented. He was talented beyond, he is talented. He's still talented. His work is still carrying on even after his passing. But I'm just thinking, it's like, I've never really gone through an experience where, like, just like that, like somebody that I was so, inspired by, and somebody that I wished I could meet him. And that's the bittersweet thing of it all. I'll never get to meet the man that I admire so much in his content. You notice I have all the Ruby content. I have the posters. I watch the anime. I have the soundtracks, all that shit. You know what I mean? And I grew with it. And I supported it during its inception, during its growth, and where it is now and where it's going to be in the future. But like, I just felt like I was like, the chances are astronomical. You know what I mean? Like, and I just think to myself, what if he had done something different that day? Instead of like waking up and going to the bathroom, what if he stayed in bed for another 5 minutes? Or what if, instead of, going down one street, he decided to take a short, you know what I mean? There's just so many variables of the butterfly effect and all that. And it literally gets to me at that point. Like, this is literally I still think about it every now and then, and it still shell shocks me. And I'm like, like I said, the worst is past. I made my condolence video regarding his passing and how I felt about and how I felt about Ruby and everything. But I feel like Ruby will still do good. I watched the live stream, the Rooster Teeth live stream after they had announced his passing. And one thing that one thing that Bernie said that I thought of, he was like, there's just a lot of things that we'll never get to see. Because when it comes to Ruby, Monty had a lot of, obviously Monty is the creator of Ruby, but Miles and Carrie do a lot of the work when it comes to the story. When it comes to crazy action and over-the-top concepts like crazy weapon designs or fighting scenes, you can tell where Monty's Monty, like it's a Monty moment. Storytelling, the expansion of the world and the world building and all of that. That's something that I'm expecting to stay on par, but I'm not really I honestly don't have any expectations because I still am going to support it as if Monty's still with them, because in spirit he's still with them. The show is still going to go on. You have people that are, adamant about Ruby and adamant about continuing to enjoy the content that Monty's left behind, me being one of those people. And I wouldn't really see it as a detriment that the creator is gone, because that just motivates the team that he worked with to just make, to make his series flourish that much more. I don't really know what more to say about that, but it is definitely, it still shocks me to this day to know that he's gone, and I'll never get to meet him. And I feel terrible for the people that it hit closer to home than me. I'm a fan, you know what I mean? His wife, she posts on Twitter and stuff like that frequently, and she posted up like a Vine the other day of talking about, she's doing things together to go to London for a cosplay, and I'm just thinking to myself, I feel so bad for her. You know what I mean? She lives alone now, with her cat that Monty adopted, and it's like, I feel so bad for the situation. On the outside, a lot of people have gotten by it, but on the inside, it's just something that is going to take time. And even then, I'll never forget him. I know that for sure. But I don't really want to linger on it anymore, just because it's like, it's a very tragic situation that I'm just trying to learn to accept and move on with, and move on with everything that I do, because Monty's inspired me to do so. Let's see. Let's get back to these questions. So what is your upload schedule going to be like? That's in regards to what I'm going to be watching. Digimon Tri hasn't got a confirmation date. That's going to come out probably May, June. Food Wars, I have no idea when that comes out. Parasite, well, first off, I'm planning on uploading next week. And it will most likely be Parasite for whatever live reaction episodes I get for suggestions and stuff like that. So Parasite will probably be Tuesdays when I start. Monday I'm going to be busy. So Tuesday is probably when I'll come back, and then I'm going to dip into this season's anime, seeing what's worth checking out, what's worth me expressing to everybody else, if everybody else was watching it, if everybody else would watch the content that I'm providing, all that other stuff. Like I said, the dungeon, is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon, and Food Wars. Kuroko's basketball, every Saturday I'm going to be bringing that. And Digimon Tri, whenever it comes. I'm going to be reviewing Digimon Tri. I'm not going to be live reacting to it. I'm going to be live reacting to Kuroko, live reacting to Shokugeki no Soma, and I'll probably live react to Parasite up until it's finished, and then if there's anything else that catches my attention. And then Taizai, I'm probably going to be doing live reading / reviews for that whenever I catch up to where the manga went for the anime. So that's probably what you can expect right now. I don't know if I'll get anything into winter. I should say, I don't think there's going to be anything that I'm going to bring to my channel from winter season, like Death Parade or Assassination Classroom, just because those are already long gone, like they're already finished. And then if anything that I watch that's in the past, I'll bring to my channel. I don't know. As of right now, that's just the schedule that I can tell you from, what I'm expecting to start. Chibi is a machine. Chibi's a fucking lord, dude. Chibi's ridiculous. I have no idea how he does it. And these comments are way behind. So I just need you guys to hold off on comments real quick, just so I can catch up with this second batch. I'll probably finish this stream. I'm going to wrap up this stream, actually. I'm going to get through whatever questions I have right now. So just refrain from questions for the time being, just so I can finish up whatever else you guys want to talk about, or whatever you guys have commented that I've missed, and finish up the stream. It's 9:22 right now. I'll probably finish or wrap up and call it a night by like 9:40. And I really, really need to go to the bathroom. So that's another reason why I'm going to cut it short right now. I'd rather just finish up whatever I'm doing right now than be like, hold on, guys, I'll be back, go to the bathroom, and then come back. So Killua over Gon. Everyone's got their choices. I like Killua for different reasons. Like, he's a fucking champion. Like, the lifestyle that he grew up with, and setting an example for Aluka and all that. Spoilers. I'm not saying anymore. Don't even go there. BR, they'll catch. Don't even go there. You'll catch these hands. About what? Meruem over everything. Kamugi over Meruem. Literally. Kamugi X Meruem forever. Dude, forever, dude. Oh my gosh. Are you going to read the 9 or no? I'm not reading the manga. Wait, hold on. Are you going to read the 9 or so Hunter x Hunter chapters that... No. I thought I read your question wrong. I already mentioned I'm not reading the manga. I'm not going to... The only way I'll read the manga is if Hunter never comes back. And if that's the case, then that's even more bittersweet, because then once I finish whatever is left to read, it's going to be like, are you serious? I kind of wouldn't even want to do that, because then I'd just be putting myself right back in the situation, getting my hopes up and then coming right back down and being like, oh, it's done forever. So I'm just having my fingers crossed. Maybe like the next 3 to 5 years, Togashi will decide that, this story is worth telling and worth finishing and worth expanding on and going further into the Dark Continent and any other aspects of Hunter, because he's a phenomenal storyteller. And I understand his old age and all that stuff, so I don't really give him a lot of flack. A lot of people be like, oh, he's playing too many video games, or he's not serious about Hunter. It's his life at the end of the day, but I just really am entwined with his story and, what's left to be told. And I feel like he treads a fine line by not finishing that, especially if something drastic or tragic were to happen to him. I don't even know if I could take that, dude. He really, really wants to wait for a possible anime. Yeah, I do. I looked and they sold them on. Yep, there you go. Sold them on eBay. He might crack by the time he hits 40 years old. Oh man, I don't know. That'd be really stupid if Togashi waits 40. I think Togashi would be like too old to even continue. He's like 6. I think he's like 50 right now. So by the time I'm another 20 years, I don't see him being a mangaka at that point. I'd see him retiring. The Hunter x Hunter license, they sell them on eBay. I have to. Yep, there you go. So there you go. Everybody else who wants one, you can get one. So I guess he got it on eBay. I'm not sure if he got it on Amazon. Hold on, let me go back up. This stupid thing. MurderofBirds tears are delicious. Oh man, that's funny. Let's see. Sounds like it was a shame we don't get a episode 130. I regret it. No, you know what the problem was? Crunchyroll was being a dick. That's what the problem was. I wanted to bring, because at that point, after episode one, I don't even know when. There was the point where I was just going to transition from live to reviews to just live reactions. Just because I don't really do that well in review format of trying to get everything I want to say out there in a concise and considerate amount of time. I don't want to spend 30 minutes talking about a 30-minute episode outlining every specific detail that happened. I just want to get into the nitty-gritty and all that. I kind of want to transition into the format that Uzumaki Khan does, because I noticed by watching him do it, his channel's grown substantially, and he doesn't really do review forms, but whenever the episode's airing, whatever he's watching, he gives his take on it that way. And it's obviously, he retains that expression of what he's watching. And I kind of feel like that's what I want to transition into, because I'm confident in understanding that reviews aren't my strong suit. When it comes to YouTube, at least, when it comes to verbalizing, reviews aren't my strong suit. I look at, like I already mentioned, like the big guys on YouTube that do it, I have a ton of respect for them. Sawyer 7 Mage, King of Lightning, Chibi, those guys, they do it very well. And I understand that that's not, everyone's not able to achieve that, and I'm able to admit that, and I'm content with that. Live reactions, I feel a lot of people enjoy more a bit of live reactions just because it's more engaging for them versus just getting a breakdown of an episode. So I mean, but yeah, I just went off on a tangent. But yeah, episode 130, Crunchyroll was being a dick and wasn't working. And because of the fact it wasn't buffering for me. So whenever I'd start the episode, you'd get like choppy bit, and it wasn't flowing well. And I noticed from one of the reviews that I did for that, it was the episode. Oh my gosh, it was the really emotional episode with Aluka and Killua towards the end of the arc, and with Aluka and Nanika, and I had to take that video down because it was messing up. Like, it was breaking the immersion. Like, I'd be watching it, and then all of a sudden, holy shit, my thing's not working. Hold on a second. Let me refresh my page. Like, no one wants to see that shit, and I personally didn't want that. I was pissed when I found that out because it broke the emotional connection for me. And then I was like, that episode was probably emotional as fuck, and I couldn't experience that moment with Aluka and Nanika and Killua because my Crunchyroll was being messed up. And then that was the same experience for episode 130, so I couldn't do the live reaction for it. And I was pissed. I was so upset because I'm pretty sure people would have really appreciated me getting that side of me, and they would have seen it a lot sooner than episode 135. And then episode 136 was so awesome. It was amazing too. The first half with Reina and Bravoda. And I'm gonna stop now because I'm getting into dangerous territory. So, okay, let's get back into this. Okay, I posted the link to the post on. Hold on a second. Oh, okay. So you posted the Hunter x Hunter, the Gond analysis thing. So I posted the link on your Facebook page. I'll send it to you via YouTube as well, just so you don't forget. All right, I'll definitely watch that, and I'll get back to you on that. YouTube does have private messages, but okay, all right, that's good. Let's see. I gotta go, but good to see you. Hope you get some good anime. Thank you. I'm pretty sure he's gone, but thank you, Pabert13. I swear to God, I'm saying that wrong, and I have like the craziest gas in the sense that I'm burping a lot tonight. Oh yeah, it does. Thanks for telling me. Ask class is ongoing. Oh yeah. I can't bring live reactions to it. Oh my gosh, I completely forgot about this. During my hiatus, I heard about a lot of people getting their channels flagged and that's honestly how I discovered Uzumaki Khan, because I guess his channel got taken down or something like that, and Code Providers got taken down, and Code Providers got his channel back, but he has a strike on his channel. Sawyer 7 Major's channel got taken down. A bunch of people's channels just getting flagged outright, and I know Assassination Classroom, a few people, the Bumfuzzles, now the Co-Casuals, their channel got hit with a strike, and they had to like appeal it and take down all the content for Assassination Classroom for whatever, either it was visuals or audios, but everyone was just getting the strikes for Assassination Classroom. So if I were to watch that, I wouldn't even bring it to my channel, which would suck because I heard it's a really funny anime. So yeah, that's actually a little tidbit there. Hunter x Hunter ended with me wanting more when they show exactly. They really like in the. I swear I'm like on a Hunter freaking. I don't even know, dude. I'm like on a Hunter spree right now. But why I have faith that it might come back, in the sense I don't want them to just leave it off where they left off. They left off with more to be desired, especially with the fact it didn't feel like it was over. And if you remember the last words Jing says, he says, enjoy the detours that you take in life. And because, you'll find that the detours that you've taken and the moments that you've had along the way to your goals are more important than the goal itself. So I kind of take this more to heart than just than just Jing speaking to his son in regards to his adventures that he's going to be going on. I felt like it was more on Madhouse telling us, enjoy this little detour, enjoy this little break from Hunter, because in the time being, you can watch other series and stuff like that, and eventually, by the time we get back to Hunter, everything that you've done up to now will have been impactful or will have relevance more than just you waiting for Hunter to come back. I felt like it was just a great way of expressing that Hunter will be coming back. Don't wait on us. Go out and experience other anime, other things, and in the meantime, enjoy yourself, because when we come back, you're going to appreciate the time that you took off from waiting for us. That's my own personal interpretation of that final moment, especially. And just the fact that they showed off a lot of things at the end during the credits with Kurapika in the alleyway, with with like those, with the, obviously the whole thing with the next arc, the Dark Continent. You know, they went into detail about that, which makes me seem like, I understand it's sourced from the manga, but in terms of the anime, you want to, if it was really done, you want to make it so, kind of like the original for Hunter. After Gon and Thing meet, that's it. You know what I mean? So, and I feel like I don't want to get into spoiler territory, but after that, you know, that it ended the series there, and then the 2011 version expanded and went beyond that, but it didn't make it seem like it was done the way that the original did. So that's why I still have faith that it will come back, not when I'm 40 years old either, and why I still, to this day, will wait for it. You know, there's a shit ton of other anime out there. I have a fucking backlog. It's freaking a big enough backlog of anime to keep me busy, or video games rather. Here, late as hell, bro. Really? Oh, what's up, dude? Oh man, better late than never. It's all good. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Well, the stream's probably gonna be ending in a little bit. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna end it right here, but you guys have no fucking idea how long I've been holding this in, but I have to go to the bathroom. So give me like 2 minutes. The bathroom's right around the corner from my door. I'll be right back. Chat amongst yourselves. Oh my gosh. A huge liquid weight has been lifted off my pelvic region. But Braulio, how was lacrosse? Did you play your game? Yeah, I played lacrosse in high school, by the way. But I noticed you said that if you might have a lacrosse game tonight. So I was just wondering if you actually played, or if you just managed to just show up here late, if you forgot or anything. But anyways, I am back. Oh my gosh, I feel so good. But anyways, let's get back. I kind of want to do streams more. I kind of like this format better than like just making a video, but I don't want to do them too often because that just takes away the experience. Okay. All right, let's get back into these. 1 second. Oh man. Okay, so we're back here. It'll be like 2025 at the earliest. Jesus, that's another 10 years. Well, granted, what's his name? Oda, I believe his name is, the guy who works on One Piece. He said One Piece will go on for another 10 years. So whoever watches One Piece will basically be held down for the next 10 years with that until Hunter comes back, if that's the case. For me, on the other hand, I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do. Let's see. I have to get one. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, okay. I already saw these. 1 second. You need to start reading One Man Punch. The anime, I think the anime came out or it got announced or something. One Man Punch. I have no idea what it's about. The art is fucking gorgeous. When this stream's done, I'm actually gonna go back into the comments and like write down all of the anime or manga that you guys are suggesting because I do want to read and watch a lot of new stuff, but it's like I just need to prioritize. That's mainly what I do. I need to prioritize myself with what I'm currently watching and involving with my channel, what I want to watch on the back burner, what I want to watch off the grid of YouTube, and then, what I want to watch in request of you guys. All right, let's see. One Man Punches Go. Glad to see you're back, man. Hopefully we get some Ruby stuff in the future. Yes, Jake and the One Man Band, dude. I saw your video on Facebook. You were in that video with that dog, like that kept going up to that kid. I thought that was kind of funny. But yeah, in terms of Ruby, I mainly just stick to like anime, like the reviews and stuff like that. I don't go as far or in depth in terms of a review format like you do, or my friend Cooper. You both are really, I really appreciate and enjoy both of your reviews in terms of the analysis that you guys go into and the depth that you guys go into when it comes to Ruby. The only Ruby content that I honestly do that I'm probably going to be doing on my channel is like unboxings. Like Nora's figure just came out, but I don't have enough money for it now. So whenever I do get money, I'm going to do an unboxing. I've unboxed the other ones. They're like behind me. Jean's the latest one that I have. And, but other than that, like, I don't really have what it takes, or I struggle, I should say, with, like crazy analytical type of videos that, address a lot of content revolving Ruby, especially when it comes to like weapon designs or character references, where a character came from and stuff like that. I think the best thing that I've ever done in terms of that is like the World of Remnant segments, because those were like 2-3 minutes, and I actually delved deep into those to where my videos were like 10, 15, 20 minutes long. You know what I mean? So in terms of Ruby, I'm just gonna be doing like the anime, like whenever it comes back. The video game, I have a laptop, but I don't have any like recording software for it, but I'd love to do like a let's play or a stream or something like that revolving the Grim Eclipse. Actually, it's supposed to be coming to consoles and stuff like that, so whenever that game comes out, we should definitely play together. That'd be pretty awesome. I have PS3 and PS4 and computer. I don't own a 360 or an Xbox One. Well, my brother owns an Xbox One, so I can pretty much like bum his off of him whenever if people have that console instead. Madhouse punked us so bad, dude. I don't even want to talk about it. Oh shoot! Hold on a second. I got a you got a strike, dude. Don't bring that show and nowhere near your channel. Yeah, I heard a lot of people like that show fucked over a lot of people. I don't know if that was the same reason why people's channels were getting taken down and coming back. I think those people were getting flagged for false spam and stuff like that. But that sucks, dude. That really does. I'm like mortified of like copyright claims and stuff like that, which is one of the reasons why like a lot of people want me to put like the video of the anime like in the corner and then me like normally reacting to it. But it's like that's a fine line. That's like like that's scary shit to me, to where I come on YouTube for all, to express myself, bring live reaction stuff, and I don't want something like audio, like music or visuals from an anime to fuck up what I've worked to fuck up what I've worked up to this point. Like, I have a really good standing channel. I have over 2,000 subscribers. I have a bunch of people who come and join my content. And it would be very demoralizing and demotivating if I were to get like a strike, or even if my channel was taken down. I don't think I'd really find the pleasure in doing this all over again. You know what I mean? But that really sucks that you have a strike. I'd be fucking shocked if I got a strike on my channel. Oh my gosh, that sucks so bad. I'm really sorry, dude. I'm not bringing that anywhere near my channel. If anything, I'll watch that shit offline. Oh my god, I'll take you there. Murder of Bladders. That's pretty clever. I wouldn't have thought of that. That's funny as hell. Chat amongst yourselves. Don't know why that was funny. So, what's the deal with airline food? So yeah, I'll just plug my channel. Oh man. Okay, this is me coming back. Yeah, we did have our game. We won 9-7, real close game. Thanks for asking. Yeah, no problem, dude. I'm out. Okay, Charles is probably gone, but thank you for showing up, and I'll talk to you like online or something. Rap a few bars, please. No, unboxing. Spit some shit. Your flow is pretty bad. I can't rap to save my life, dude. Let's stoop this stream. You should try the timer in the corner thing so it's easy for us to follow along. That is true. I wouldn't. How do I do that though? Like, I'd want to do something along the lines of giving you guys. Like, a lot of people say they don't really mind the fact that I do my live reactions the way I do because the audio is just augmented enough to where YouTube's algorithms won't pick up anything that could be considered copyright. But at the same time, and at the same time, the audio is clear enough to where people can sync up on their end to watch it alongside me. But at the end of the day, it's like there are some people out there that just do everything. You know, like let's say Uzumaki Khan, like he already has the video and everything. Like all I gotta do is just sit there and watch it with him. I'm literally sitting there watching it with him versus pulling up a tab, going to Crunchyroll, finding the anime, finding the episode, clicking to the right particular moment, pressing play at the same time, watching it through with 2 screens to see his reaction and to watch the episode. So I understand that's a hassle for a lot of people, but it's like that's all I can work with. And I think my channel has come very far to where I've managed that far. You know, I've improved quality-wise in terms of a camera, in terms of, you know, my overall presentation. But you know, at the end of the, I'm not tech savvy when it comes to editing and overlays and you know and plugin and you know and plugins and stuff like that with editing videos. I am not savvy by any stretch of the imagination, and I honestly have to go and like look up tutorials and stuff like that because I just don't know how to do that kind of stuff, which is kind of, you know, it kind of, I don't know. It's kind of upsetting in a way because I know that that would definitely boost up my channel's rep and boost, you know, people's likeliness to watch my content or, you know, better immerse themselves with an experience like that. But I am trying, and you know, as the future will go, you know, as time goes on, I'll probably eventually get the hang of it and find a better way to implement a better live stream experience for other people. Luffy the Dragon Slayer shows a very distorted image of the manga he's reading as well. So there's that. Would I get in trouble for that? Would I get in trouble for showing the manga? Like, I know, like this Google Hangouts. This is what I used for my live reactions in the past. I wouldn't use it. Actually, I would use it in the sense of manga, because I know that you can screen share, so I can show you guys what's on my screen. Like when it comes to like a manga, like if I want to express something or if I want to show something off or whatever. But do they actually? Can I get in trouble for that? Because I don't even really know the grounds of copyright, because copyrights are so vague in some aspects. Like, you have the right to review a piece of content, but at the same time, it's like, is that content under red tape? Has a lot of red tape? You know, are people getting strikes on it? Is it worth checking out? All that other stuff. So there's a lot of factors, and I just try to bring everything in the same I just try to do everything in the same way, just because it works for me. Okay. Let's see. What are you hoping to see in RWBY Season 3? The tournament. That tournament was, oh my, I literally thought, you would think that, you know, the trailer, I mean, the opening shows Pyrrha going 1v4 against Team Cardinal, but it was like, that was such a tease because we didn't even see the tournament. And I don't even know, the tournament, I guess, is within the next few days from the last episode. And I want to see Adam, because that was another, that was a hell of a tease that they put through there. Like Adam, the last scene in the entire season 1, didn't see Adam the entire time. Season 2, you can literally say you didn't see him the entire season, because the last scene in season 2, you see him for like 2 seconds. He's like, they'll listen to me. Screen fades to black. And I was like, are you serious? So I definitely like to see more of Adam in terms of combat, in terms of his overall plans, how he's going to interact with Blake, how Blake's going to react to him working with Cinder and all of them. The tournament as well. I want to see who's going to be going up against who. Monty did I don't know if it was no. It wasn't Monty. It was Jack from Achievement Hunter and Rooster Teeth. He mentioned that he basically alluded to, but I'm assuming he says that Yang and Neo are going to have a rematch. And I can't wait to see if Yang's applied herself and, to actually fight with reserve and fight with a cool, calm, collected presence, because Neo made her bitch in season 1. And Neo, I have so much Neo fan art in my picture folders. Like, Neo's is so awesome, and she doesn't even talk. She's just so graceful and elegant, and she has that cocky, attitude to her, because she made Yang. She played Yang like a fiddle. So I would definitely like to see more of Neo and Adam. I'd like to see the tournament as well. Team Sun, the rest of Team Sun's team, Sage and Scarlet. I'd like to see them, see if they get any interaction with amongst their team Sun, and see what they're all about, what their weapons are like, etc. What else would I like to see? I don't know. I think I can't really think of. It's not really all there to me in terms of what's happened so far. New Grim, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna get that anyway. I don't know. Some epic fights. Monty's not there, but it's like I feel like Rooster Teeth will do the best that they can to emulate, Monty's style, and to, take what he's done with the series and apply it and make it their own, and to just think more outside of the box in terms of what would Monty do, you know what I mean? For it to still resonate with the fans who grew to love it because of Monty, and just because that's how RWBY is, you know what I mean? This is a long stretch, but I'm hoping we get more. I hope we get to see either Crow or Tai Yang, RWBY and Yang's father, or their uncle. Actually, their uncle more than their dad, because that dude has been hyped up so much. From season 1, he taught RWBY how to use the scythe. Season 2, they mentioned that he saved Yang, and it's just they teasing him so bad. I just want to see him already. So those are just a few things that I like to see in season 3, whenever that comes out, probably later this year, that towards the end of summer or the fall. Well, it's a Squash video stream of what's on his screen, at least. What's your opinion on the anime mafia? I don't know what the anime mafia is. Unfortunately, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Getting by without an on-screen guide isn't much of a problem, though. No pressure. Oh, that's good. Damn, just get iMovie. It's easy. Yeah, I know. I've heard iMovie is really easy. That's what that girl Thalia uses for a Hunter. I actually messaged her on Facebook the other day, and I was like, hey, how do you actually format your videos to where Hunter's in the top right? Because I feel like that's what everyone's conforming to in terms of their reviews. Thalia does it. Uzumaki Khan does it. Who else? My friend Anime Blaze. AnimeBlaze.com, he does that now. So I feel like I'm falling behind, you know what I mean? Like, everyone's upgrading and getting into the new format of live reactions, making them more making them essentially a better experience for the viewer, and I'm just like, bruh, you know what I mean? So I remember at least one person getting a strike from manga. Yeah, but the smarter people make sure to edit whatever they show on screen in some way. Yeah, like reversing the picture. But anyways, gotta go. Thanks for the time, Murder MOB. I almost said my own username. That's really weird. Must do another live stream, and don't forget to read the character analysis, and see you on the flip side. All right, and thank you for showing up. I really appreciate it, and I will see you later. What's your thoughts on Manga Means Struggle? I don't know who that is. Yeesh. If you need a game recording software, try Bandicam. That's what I use. Yeah, I need some type of software for like PCs and stuff like that. Give me 1 second. My tabs are acting up for some stupid reason. But yeah, so anything else you guys want to say? I kind of want to wrap this up right now just because it's almost 10 o'clock. I started this at like 7:30. So I feel like the overall brunt of the stream has been addressed regarding my return. And I'm basically going to be coming back to you guys next week, bringing live reactions for Parasite. Like I said, if any of you guys are watching Parasite the Maxim or have seen it, leave in the comments any live reaction worthy episodes. I have a few here and there that you guys want me to live react to because I'm going to be watching the series starting on Tuesday. I'm going to be watching the series, and I'm just going to be bringing whatever live reaction episodes I requested just because I'm watching the series anyway. From there, I'm going to get into the current season of anime. Kuroko's basketball, I'm going to start Kuroko season 3. Parasite are probably going to be the first two, and Food Wars are going to be the 3 anime that I'm going to be live reacting to right now until anything else shows up. And then from there, I'm going to be bringing my Let's Play for Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. That's something else you guys can look forward to. But other than that, you know, everything else has been addressed. My hiatus, my return. If any of you guys missed it, Braulio, I mean, it's a 2.5, almost 3-hour live stream, so I don't blame you if you don't bother checking it out. It's just the basic essentials. It wasn't really worth, I wouldn't say it was like a demanded like attempt for people to show up because, like I said, it was just me making my presence known that I'm returning. So yeah, that's basically everything that I wanted to address. Thank you all for showing up. My stream isn't uploading the comments for some reason, so I can't see if any of you guys are talking shit. No, I'm just kidding. I can't see if any of you guys have any other comments for me before I leave, and this is kind of like a really awkward position that I'm in now. But yeah, everything else has been addressed. I thank you guys again for your support and basically coming back where you left off with my channel a few months back. I do apologize for that, but I am back. I'm going to be bringing anime. I'm going to get back into Taizai for manga. Gaming is going to be relevant on my channel. So that's all a bunch of new things that you can see. And this chat isn't working. So for any of you guys who are even seeing, I don't even know if this is registering for you guys, but yeah, if any of you guys are seeing this, thank you guys for showing up. That is the official end of my return to the YouTube anime community live stream event. I appreciate all of you guys' input, your questions, all that stuff. I will get back in the comments, go through all of the requests you guys have asked, and consider them greatly and all that other stuff. But thank you guys very much. I appreciate it. And you guys have a good night. I'll talk to you guys next week. Take care.